Hello everybody, welcome back to another Sunday. We have Artsy Fartsy Party Night. I am your host, Upgraded Moon. You guys can call me Moon, my buddies call me Moon and things. And I'm with a couple other people here tonight. We got everybody this time on the roster. Let me turn the piano up just a little bit more, just so we can hear everybody. Alright, perfect. Egg salad. Good shit. Now we're gonna click that. And now I'm gonna bring you guys on over. Alright, so we have a couple people here tonight. We're gonna have a fun time. There's only 5 of us this time around. We have Kristen.
Hello.
We got Phil.
Hello.
We got Bo.
Hello.
And we got Shiner.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this what we're doing?
I guess so. I couldn't tell you. So our artists for tonight, we have Kristen, we have Bro, and myself. We're gonna be doing some different things tonight. Kristen, what are you working on right now? What's going on here?
Well, I'm doing some art for the upcoming Discord murder party log.
Ooh.
This is a sketch for the whole Office AU bit. Darn, an excuse to draw stuff from the Office AU. I cannot fucking believe.
Good shit. I love it.
Yeah. So, right now I have this craziness going on, and we're gonna see if I can at least manage to get the sketch done before my time is up.
Alrighty.
So it's also a challenge in just trying to sketch quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have 50 minutes, so you're good. you've got a good amount of time.
I had a knee-jerk reaction of like, I do not have 10 minutes. Nobody hit 10 minutes. Nobody says I have 10 minutes. That is my thing. Fuck off.
I don't have 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes. Fuck you.
You have 10 minutes.
You have 50 minutes. You have 3 goddamn hours.
It's less threatening for me because I'm usually not on the receiving end of this.
But now you are. I am the master here. I am the god.
To be honest, every time you give us a reminder of the clock, my instant internal response is, you know what? I'm in the mood for an act of God. Let's just keep this going.
Oh my god.
See, you're different from me. Like, if I'm in the mood for an act of God, I'll straight up ask for one.
Dude, I have done several.
I'm okay, I'm okay when people ask for an act of God, but I'm much happier if people just it's a more fun to have an act of God when it comes as a consequence of you guys being unable to decide while I count down. Way more interesting.
Oh no, it's way more interesting. Okay, I will say to some extent it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
If it's a situation where it's like high intensity, somebody asking for an act of God and everybody else is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's right. That's true. There are instances where like where the game kind of hangs, and when it hangs, I'm like, fine, fuck it, I'll just kill somebody.
But it's like, no, most of the time it's more fun to count down. I don't consistently, I don't like just ask for one because I'm like, God, this is so, if you notice a lot, what I tend to do is be like, hey boss / engineer / whatever the fuck, how much time do we have left?
Yeah.
Like, we got 2 minutes, and I'm just like, well, shit.
Yep.
Well, fuck.
And that 2 minutes goes by either incredibly slow or really, really fast.
It's so true. The first 5 minutes for me of every first round, I'm always just like,
Wait, who's using the internet remix Twitch right now? Who's
Alex.
the one typing? I mean, I kind of guessed that much, but I was under the assumption it was Bro this whole time.
yeah, I always just assume it's Bro. It's weird to have Alex using the IR Twitch.
Yeah, sometimes you just never really know, because every now and then you'll see Alex typing from the internet remix one, and then every now and then he just kind of comes in with Man on the Internet. And then you can never tell. He goes into hiding, and it's terrifying.
Usually I can guess from the amount of sass in any particular message as to who it is. But, you know, the internet remix Twitch brings up a good point. I have never seen Bro and Alex in the same room.
Shit, you're right.
That's true. I
right.
can't believe. I love how Alex is slowly coming to become an amalgamation of every single person in internet remix.
I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever seen Bro at all.
Oh, is Bro even? I've seen Bro. Bro's real.
Bro's just
Even a lot of things that aren't real.
Bro's just a
Fuck off!
Realer than Steve.
Fuck off!
Bro is just a felt puppet operated by Split and voiced by Alex.
Why operated by Split? Hold on, I need an explanation here.
I don't know.
Oh,
it's
fucking
just-
that's the first name that came to mind.
honestly, it seems like it would make sense.
It does. It's
I just see
acceptable.
that dumb, wide little bastard down there in the bottom right corner, and
Fucking
just my brain goes, "Hey, Split."
I fucking hate Split so much. I can't bring myself to like do anything to like delete him or anything. You know, I can't. He's
Nah,
there.
he's gotta be there.
He's my staple.
Keep
He's just-
him. No, he's the best part of Artsy Fartsy Party Night. Even better
It's
than.
the staple. It's the staple.
He's the
that's
only
together.
true art here
He's
at
the
Artsy
only
Fartsy
true-
Party Night.
He's the staple that brings us together.
Hey
and
Kristen,
waste
the people
that
want to
tears us
know: are we gonna
Don't
get
ever say the
Steve
word
for the
Steve.
mid-season finale of DMP?
No.
Well, you heard it here, folks. You heard it firsthand.
apart. Wait, sorry, what was the question asked?
Are we
the
gonna
people-
get Steve in the mid-season finale?
They want
No,
Steve. They want Steve.
Steve wants. Listen, Steve does everything in his power to not show up on. like whenever he walks into the apartment, he pointedly makes sure to not talk until he gets around the corner and sees whether or not I'm on mic. He, like, if I'm streaming, he will try to put his keys into the bowl as slowly as possible, tiptoe in. One time, with TOA, we use webcams while we play just so we can see each other. And Steve didn't realize the webcam was running, so he rushed in to get something from the fridge because my kitchen's right behind my desk. And then he realized the thing was on, and he just immediately rushed out. And I was like, guys, fucking Steve was on camera. And everyone was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't know if just everyone missed it or if everyone was just fucking with me. But
I
either
remember the
way.
exact episode. No one noticed. We were all paying attention. We were all 20 at the time.
God.
I just remember because I remember during that time I had the Hangouts minimized just because I was doing something on the other stream because it wasn't my turn. I wasn't having to do anything, and I heard you shitting yourself about Steve, so I just fucking threw Hangouts back up just to see you freaking out on camera. I was like, Kristen, I think we need to talk. There is no Steve.
I will say, Steve once talked while I was in call with Bro, and like he said a thing, and Bro just started cackling, like he was like he'd seen a fucking unicorn. The glee in his voice was the best fucking thing.
I can hear the laugh.
Steve
I
was
can
so
hear the
little.
laugh.
He was so sad.
He was like, oh, and I was just like, it's Steve!
It's Steve.
Then I met the real stove.
Yeah, you guys. That's what we call him. Like, my friend Ethan, who works with me at Jimmy John's, always, like, I was roommates with Ethan for several years, and for whatever reason, he just started calling Steve Stove, and then we all started calling Steve Stove, and that's just what happened.
I love that.
It's like real stove. I had a drink with real stove.
Yeah.
It was really, we had like a heart to heart. Like, stove's real, Steve's fake.
Shut up! Yeah! My roommate Stove is the real person, but Steve, my roommate, fucking fake.
Have you ever seen that really fucked up, fast-paced, and just disgusting show, Mr. Pickles?
I haven't seen a lot of it, but I've seen some of it.
Okay,
I've seen
there's this
it.
one character, Grandpa, who's constantly trying to out Mr. Pickles for being an evil dog,
Yes.
who also, in turn, has a pet gimp called Steve hanging out in the dog pen. And no one else sees Steve. No one else has ever seen Steve apart from Grandpa. And Grandpa is fucking losing his mind trying to get everyone to see Steve, but it's a Phineas and Ferb Candace kind of situation where no one else ever sees Steve due to some kind of situation. And that's all I've ever been able to see in my mind anytime Kristen's talking about Steve. It's like, I'll get you, Steve.
Good golly.
And you're just
You
this little...
It's like you mentioned Candace, and my
go.
brain. Sorry.
No, okay, please.
No, you mentioned Candace, and my brain's like, no, it is a Candace situation. I can't believe the real Steve has been Phineas Flynn all along.
It all makes sense now.
So this is coming along. This is coming along
Yes.
well.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to decide what to do with Loki's hand here. Like, I considered having him kind of point toward the camera, but that involves, like, effort and stuff.
That involves being able to point, and I just...
Hang on, let me make a point with my own hand here. Okay, so...
Steve Phineas.
Okay, so if that's the case, then okay.
I just realized I'm watching through Twitch, and I could have just been looking at the screen share, which is not
Yes, you have the privilege of not seeing it on a slight delay, not that it really matters all that much.
You silly fucking goose!
You silly fucking goose! Nah, fuck it. Nope, too much effort. This is a log drawing. We have others to do. It doesn't fucking matter. It's already
like lightly gesture at the screen, which I feel would be less annoying than a point. Because you can put it at a weird kind of almost a little bit different from 3/4 as opposed to straight up 3/4.
I might have him more gesturing toward what's going on instead. I imagine Loki being the person who gyms at the camera.
Geo Saber says, go with the rules card finger gun wink combo.
No.
Why
That's
not?
too much effort. Because it's too much effort. I guess, let's see. I could do a finger gun without having it point toward the screen. While I sit here and do a finger gun myself in person to try to feel what the muscles feel like. His arms are looking a little short. Considering I gave him, like, fucking Tumblr proportions, I've made a huge mistake. People go on and on about Tumblr husbandos, and I feel kind of bad because I'm weak. And I'm like, yeah, I admit it, I love the Tumblr. I love them tall, skinny boys.
Nice!
Sorry.
There's nothing wrong with liking Tumblr husbandos. They're husbandos for a reason.
It's like, okay, so are you the tall, skinny brunette or the tall, skinny blonde boy in the relationship?
Are you drawing Loki? Is this Loki right now?
Yeah, it's Loki.
So you're basically just drawing Tom Hiddleston, who also played Loki.
I mean, no, he looks like this picture right here.
Listen,
without
shave
the
the side of Tom Hiddleston's head, he looks just like that.
No, he doesn't!
Trust me.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, Moon, my good friend, you insult Tom Hiddleston like that again, I'll break your kneecaps.
I'm not insulting him. He's got like that long, like, slim figure. He's got that long face. Nothing
He
wrong
does,
with
but
that.
he doesn't have that hair.
No, that's why you shave the side of his head, and then he'll have the hair.
He doesn't have hair that long.
Well, no.
Hiddleston is the kind of guy.
You
Okay,
gotta
Tom
have him
Hiddleston
grow
is
it
the kind
out.
of guy who would read me a bedtime story, and he'd walk away, and I'd just be so aroused by that bedtime story, it'd be unreal. Loki, in this situation, is the kind of guy who would, I don't know, pay someone to read me a bedtime story while he made himself like a hot chocolate or some shit.
See, and I'd be totally fine with that.
I would be fine with that. Yeah, over the past week, for whatever reason, most of the DMP cast quickly fell in love with from the fucking Office AU. At first I was like, I have to give him a hug, and then I was like, yeah, but also, like, I can also just ship him with Murder God the same way I ship Murder God with Zafira, and there's no problems, because the Murder God's poly. I can have her have as many waifus and husbandos as I so desire.
Exactly. The thing is, and as much as I love Loki, why would you want to go for Loki when you have Odin Allfather?
Odin!
Holy shit.
Because
I don't love
Loki's...
Odin Allfather.
Because Loki's more of a smug asshole.
Yeah, but Odin Allfather would take care of you in the worst way possible.
You know, not really my thing.
That's fair.
You don't want to be smothered by those big, burly biceps.
No.
In that case, fair enough.
That's okay. That's okay.
But you know what? I'm proud of you for being willing to be so candid about this. Not that you're ever not candid about what you're into,
Yeah,
but
just about to say.
really, as this is wild for me to be like, I just think this character's very attractive. Holy shit, Kristen! Wow, getting a little wild and risque here.
Getting a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, aren't ya?
I'm just glad that, like, I read the first chapter of Back to the Working Week, and I was like, oh man, I think Loki's a really good character. I really like Loki. I think everybody else hates him though. Cue chapter 2.
Oh no, I loved Loki from the first chapter.
God, that's just it. I couldn't tell if anybody else liked him, so I was just like, let's be quiet about that.
Oh. Actually, at the time, I was embarrassed by how much I liked him, so I was trying to not let anyone know about my awkward crush on this fictional character. Fortunately, I have an edgy self-insert who already comes self-inserted into the fanfic, so I don't have to do anything. You know you've really succeeded when you don't have to self-insert yourself into a pairing because your edgy OC comes automatically self-inserted.
See, at that point, it's no longer a self-insert. Somebody who's just thought of your character to the point where they're just like, no, I can just, they're there. They're inserted, just there.
Yep. Yeah, no, I feel very accomplished that people want to write fanfiction with my edgy OC, who occasionally gets my self-insert treatment, but at this point, mostly gets all of my problems and none of my positives.
Gosh.
As any good OC ought to. Okay, so
Exactly.
my Loki boy. Oh, that's right. Now I have to flip this.
Ready to flip.
Flip. I keep wanting to give him pointy ears, but he doesn't have pointy ears.
A mood.
You could just give him pointy ears.
The motherfucker half giant, so I mean,
Pointy
it's like,
ears.
give him whatever you want.
I feel very.
Pointy ears and puts him in the log. Then everybody will go. Like,
Then everyone's gonna think that's his canon design, and I feel like it's important to at least, you know, like, try to respect the creator's original intent. Alex did not give him pointy ears.
Okay, you know what? Have two layers. Two layers. One with pointy ears and one without.
There we go.
One for yourself and one for.
Dreaming big. I made his arms too big.
Or we'll just wait for Alex to catch up in stream to confirm whether or not he has pointy ears.
I feel pretty sure that he doesn't have pointy ears. What the fuck am I doing? Gotta exaggerate his skin.
He doesn't have pointy ears, you dumb fucker.
No! We just said that!
I was right!
In fairness to the rest of the people in this call, Alex, I was the only one wanting him to have pointy ears.
We can give him pointy ears. I wouldn't mind him having.
He doesn't have pointy ears, you singular dumb fucker, Phil.
We have fun here at Internet Remix.
We have fun.
We have fun here at Internet. Sometimes Alex just verbally abuses me and I just don't know how to deal with it. No, Alex is lovely. He does not say mean things about
you.
me.
Not all the time.
To me. Yes, constantly Alex is just going on about terrible things, really. No, he is not. No, I need him to be. Well, let's just... I want him to be looking directly at you, the audience. The only asshole who's physically interacting with the fucking frame.
I was reading through the comments. Someone dared imply that Tom Hiddleston himself is an asshole. No, from my understanding.
Absolutely fucking not!
From my understanding, Tom Hiddleston himself is a sweetheart.
He's the sweetest motherfucker you will ever meet. I never met him, but I've seen people that meet him.
Okay, well that's cool. I moved my, I tried to, hang on, let's see here, change that.
Then
like-
what did you do?
I was trying to split my put two images in there so that way I could get a good look at my reference. And I prefer to have my references to my left as opposed to my right. But I can't do that without making it so no one can see the art.
You silly goose. I was wondering what was going on.
Just
It's
guys,
very
tell
blank
me.
For a while. Well, I thought you had something up your sleeve, so I was just waiting to see what happened. I thought you were planning something.
No.
I forgot to tell people on Twitter that we started this week.
I'm hurt.
Oh no.
I never forget. For somehow I remembered the 30-minute one, but not the
No,
how.
you're good. I love you. Don't worry about
But you made such a nice picture.
it. I did. You can still put it on Twitter. I'm just saying, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about
Just say we started streaming 26 minutes ago.
it. Yep.
I'll do it on break and be like, hey, we're taking a break, but you can jump in now, please.
That works.
You can throw it in. You can throw it in.
Oh,
before
shit.
then.
It is April Fool.
Okay, here's the thing about throwing it during the stream. No one's gonna see it.
Yeah.
Shit, you're right.
Also, retweet your art, you piece of shit. Sorry.
What? I don't ever think about tweeting out my art. I just don't.
I'm just, okay, so there's a lot of people in IR who have a lot of different social media. And I'm always kind of like, man, if we posted on IR and you haven't posted on your private, fucking retweet it. If you post it on your private, let me know so I can retweet it.
Okay.
We gotta stick together.
I
Gotta
don't.
stick together.
I don't really touch Twitter. Like I rarely ever touch
Well,
Twitter.
you better move soon, because that's where everybody is.
I'm
That's
more
where
of an
everyone's
Instagram
going.
kind of guy. I'm sorry.
You know what you write.
I use Pillow Fort.
Bitch, you don't use your, I use my pillow fort more than you use your pillow fort.
I
Shut
barely
the
use my.
fuck up.
Fuck you. Fight me. I barely use my
I
Pillow Fort.
cannot- I can't afford Pillow Fort.
That's
I
unfortunate.
will
I'm
get you
sorry.
a pillow fort.
Don't do it. I won't use it. I
Yeah.
barely use Twitter, and that's only because I got porn on it.
Gah.
Well, pillow fort is the place.
Pillow Fort's the place to be.
I can't wait till they open it up to the public. That's
Right.
what I'm, yeah. Because I'm kind of like, I like using it with the small group of people that are there, but the small group of people that are there are slowly getting used to being the only people there, and I'm like,
Yeah. I hope I'm waiting for it to get a little bigger before I jump in, because like, I missed Tumblr before they got rid of all the porn, not because I cared about the porn, but everyone else cared about the porn and they left with the porn.
yeah. Because I'm kind of like, I still liked Tumblr, but then everybody went somewhere, and now I'm just like, ugh.
Where did all
'Cause I
the
checked
porn
my-
go?
Actually, you know what? I checked my dashboard. Most of the people who are normally, actually, my dashboard isn't active. Nobody who I was following left. they all stayed. I stopped using Tumblr so much because I stopped posting so much because I started only drawing stuff for like super niche fandoms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like, okay, well, back when I was drawing a lot of Danganronpa, people would come to me for that. Or back when I was drawing a lot of Frozen stuff, I was apparently a fandom. But which I didn't know because I didn't talk to anybody in the fandom. I didn't find out until people started like, yeah, I found you on Reddit. I'm like, why the fuck are you posting my shit on Reddit?
Hmm.
But it's like, no. Well, and that got to the point where somebody was like, no, it's Bro Dingles drew this, so that means this, this, and this. And I was like, wait a minute. So you pay enough attention to me to know, no, Bro Dingles drew this, therefore it probably is in relation to this. That's weird.
That's magical.
what was-
That's some.
That's cool.
it's
I've
weird
never-
because- Sorry.
Sorry. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's weird because somebody found my Instagram and they were like, "It's you! I've been looking for you for like 3 years," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? What are you doing? You've been
How do
looking
you
for
know me?
3 years."
How do you know me?
Usually when I'm in a fandom, my writing tends to take off. Like, I've had, like, usually my fan fiction has a relatively decent success. but my art never does. So I'm like, that's, and you know, fanfiction really doesn't like spread on social media the way art does. So
It's kind of like, it's kind of hard. Okay, when it came to an art post, I was like, if this doesn't get past 100 something notes, it's a failure. When it came to fan fiction, if 10 people even liked it, I'd be like, oh, thank God. And it's partially because it is less shareable, because I know that with fan fiction, a lot of times it'll be like, I want to read this really bad.
Yeah.
It looks very interesting. But then I remember I have to sink 20 minutes to an hour into it, so I put it down for later, and then I don't come back.
yeah, exactly.
It's fault, like, at all, because I started saving them into a little Discord server that I have for me. I started saving them there so that if I'm bored or if I have time, I can actually go back and read them, and then read the message and leave kudos.
Nice.
I will admit that I think I've read every DMP fanfiction that's like canon compliant. So.
For D&D, the DMP fanfiction demand.
Yeah, I've read most of the DMP fanfics. Not all of them, but most of them. There's some on Wattpad, and I'm not really super familiar with Wattpad, but, you know, if they all moved over to the AO3 section, I'd look at them. If I had the time, I'd leave glowing comments, but I don't have time for that.
I don't leave comments because I don't have the same username on AO3 that I have everywhere else, and I kind of want to keep it that way.
See, I don't care if people, like, I don't have the same username, maybe they won't know it's me, but they'll still get feedback, and feedback is, like, I cannot express enough how incredibly helpful verbal affirmation is. Like, likes are awesome. Having someone actually tell me they liked a thing, even if it's as simple as fucking I reblogged it on Tumblr and there was a tag saying I love this. Those are words, and words mean the world to me. And I know for some people it's more tiring. I know it's tiring to do it. And I know for some people they're shy, but literally if you just said, hey, I liked this, that's awesome. You don't have to write a goddamn Kristen essay. Nobody writes goddamn Kristen essays but Kristen, and that's okay. That's for the best. The world doesn't need that.
It's like, sometimes I don't leave comments because, well, for a while it was because I was shy. For sometimes, depending on what fiction it is, it's because I don't want the person to come back and read mine. And other times it is like, oh man, because I know that some people, I don't know how to put this. As in, like, if I super like something, then I'll leave a comment, because then I'm just like, no, they must know that this is the best thing that I have read today. But if it doesn't scratch that particular itch, and it's something that I read and just moved on with myself, I don't really think to leave anything. It's similar to when we ask people for surveys at work. As in, it's just like, technically you had this experience, and technically it was a pretty good one, but you're not really considering, I should leave a note. Whenever people leave a note for me at work, like any job I've ever worked, if they leave a note for me, I'm like, holy shit, they took an extra 10 minutes out of their goddamn day to take this goddamn survey. And it means more to me that people, like, that makes it worse when I get a bad one, because then it's like, oh, it was so bad that you took an extra 10 minutes out of your day to tell me how bad it was.
See, and there's an... Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I only, like, in the past, like, couple months or so, started leaving comments on things. Like, I left one on a video today of an artist that I look up to, and I was like, oh man, this is a great tutorial. Then I also noticed something I didn't like about it, and on YouTube you can do this. I noticed you can do this on YouTube. Don't do it on AO3 unless it's like a small critique. But I did also mention, I was like, hey, but I do notice that you do a lot of this. It would be really cool to see you do some of this. Like, or just word it not like an asshole, but...
Yeah. Yeah, like, I get, like, I know, you know, if it wasn't... I guess for me, it's harder for me to get into that mindset just because, like, for me, especially when it comes to responding to writing, like, it is ingrained deep into my bones to leave feedback. because to me that means the world, and therefore I feel like I should try to pass it on to other people. But on the other hand, it's like nowadays I just have less fucking energy. Like I can't comment on every single YouTube video and say how much I loved it, or comment on every single fanfic, and like every time we get fan art I want to write like multiple paragraphs about mine feelings. But I don't have the energy for multiple paragraphs. I have, okay, I'll pick out something specific that I like about it, and that's about all I can do. And I wish I had more energy, but also if also I'm an adult with a job, and like, I have to make the content. So...
What I started doing a while ago, and some of y'all have noticed because you said something to me about it. When you see the little person with both hands in the air, that's me expressing my highest gratitude, but I don't have time to have words. As in, like, if I put a little person on it, or I just go nice in big letters, that's me saying, I love this so fucking much! I want to say more about it, can't, tired.
Yep.
I've always seen that when you write things like that, just either that with a little person with the hands in the air, or that little 07 you do when I ask you to do something. I always see you as you are just literally doing that in your chair or
I love
like
it.
while holding your phone.
Yes.
And I
Same.
it's like, oh look, you look at bro going, oh look, you can go ham. I love him.
Let him go ham.
I just fucking, I appreciate you very much, bro. I want you to understand that.
Yes, I greatly appreciate you. Also, like, I'm not meaning to, like, shame anyone who doesn't leave comments. I'm just trying to explain, hey, if you have the time and energy, it really means a lot to people if you do the thing.
It really
It's like,
does.
I had to have like
Honestly,
15
it
separate
does.
people tell me, hey, leave the fucking comment. It means so much. And then honestly, I'm gonna miss Tumblr tags. Because
Yes, same.
it was like, yeah, it was a non-committal way to comment, as in like the person can see it, they can't see it, whatever, but you still get to scream as much as you want, and it's not obnoxious to the person.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
in
like-
general, I've never known anyone found comments on their work to be obnoxious.
I feel obnoxious. No, sorry.
But you're not.
It's like if I just scream, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, that's the fucking best. That's the best thing. What I have this one Undertale fanfic that's very sad, and occasionally I'll look through the bookmarks and look at the bookmark tags, and this one person just tagged it with the word fuck in all caps, and I was like, oh, I did it. I
Fuck.
won.
Congratulations. You win.
My favorite tags are, why would you do that?
Yes. Why would you do that? Fuck you.
It's like, why would you do that? Fuck you, cursed image. I'm sorry.
Cursed. It's like the one that's sad, or just sad, and I'm like, I did it.
I sparked emotion.
I did it. I mean, that's really the ideal. At least that's what I want out of my work. So,
My favorite is always just all caps, dead.
dead. Whenever I hear that, I just imagine a fucking grave and the fucking dong noise.
Yeah,
that
exactly. That's always like because I used to post some audio shit on my old Tumblr, and every now and again people would find it funny, I guess, and reblog it, and the responses were always so fucking hilarious. Especially for
Excellent.
the controversial shit or the impersonation stuff that I did. Just because, the reaction was great. I loved it.
Excellent.
Oh, and that's when you get people constantly reblogging your stuff, you start to notice people. You start to realize, oh look, this person consistently reblogs this kind of stuff, and then you just like, ooh, I'm in the mood to make something for this person in particular, and then they reblog it, and they don't know that you made it for them specifically, but you know you did, and you appreciate the fact that they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, forgot my things to.
Why are you screaming? I'm sorry, I'm reading up in the chat and my name has been mentioned like 50 million times.
They confused Juno's lesbians with your lesbians. I don't think you
They're
even
not
have
lesbians.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I don't think you think you have lesbians. me finish my goddamn shit.
God. Well, I have gays.
The gays.
It's the gays! It's the
The
gays!
gays!
Gay!
Like, I love how much Juno screams about my gays. I'm sorry.
Yes.
He's so supportive of your gays.
He's so
He loves
supportive.
your
I'm
gays.
supportive of Jane and Rie. Fucking. We were talking about doing a crossover eventually.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, because we learned that they would get along really well. Like, we talked about it in a call once. We were like, oh no.
oh, no,
Like,
they'd be
Emilio and Gunn are
friends.
just gonna be the supportive uncles. Those Emilio and Gunn came out of the dumbest stuff. Yeah, can I talk about this? I've been talking. A
Go
lot.
for it.
Fuck yeah,
No,
do
go for it.
Go for it.
I love Bro Dingle's content.
Good. Emilio and Gunn came out of a came out of my fucking Danganronpa phase, where because I was drawing a lot of Komaeda and Kazuichi, who were two characters that like I love character interaction, and I love how they go about things. And I tend to be really good at picking up on little things that the creator is talking. And the only reason I say that is because they normally end up being canon.
Nice.
So like,
Where's...
I was drawing a lot of them, and I came up with this thing called Uncle Hope and Uncle Shark. And it was Komaeda and Kazuichi. And I came up with this entire AU where they were doing things and they were married.
There we go. That's what I
And
want.
they were like running around solving things, doing whatever, because Kazuichi in canon like kind of hates Komaeda, and Komaeda just to an extent just fucking loves Kazuichi, and that's why all the bad stuff happens to him, because Komaeda's unlucky. So I ended up creating like Emilio and Gunn because I was like, oh man, I actually really want to talk about this uncle's having adventure idea, but I don't. These aren't my characters. So then I made two different characters that were kind of like them at first, and then slowly grew their own personalities, and now I love them, and now I need to make more with them. because-
Yes.
Oh no, I love them.
God.
There we go.
Good OC. Damn good OC.
Yes. Damn good boys. Let's-
I've always wanted to develop my
Tsunami isn't
OCs. I
really
don't think I actually have any.
There we go. Put her in that good Gretsuko outfit.
Nice.
Yeah. Do a proper picture.
Primordial murder. This music's really nice. I'm digging
Yeah, it is really nice.
Poor murder god. I need to stop saying.
It's okay. You're allowed to have sympathy for her, even if she is a bitch.
You know what? You know, I just realized our target audience is probably not someone who would enjoy the words coming out my mouth. So I'm gonna just say she's a bitch and leave it at that.
Not on my goddamn stream!
Legs.
I learned my lesson.
I'm proud of you.
God, I hope you
A
did.
little bit taller.
Hey, who just joined?
Hey.
Oh, they
Oh.
left again. That's a shame.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Hey,
Do you even know who that was?
I don't know. I wasn't
believe that
wasn't
was
looking.
Scott. Scott has the EV as his profile picture, yeah?
Yeah,
Why does he have Evie as his profile picture?
because Evie's cute.
Evie's very cute, but there's usually a reason. Like usually when he sees a meme that he likes.
A Baniri Eevee.
A Bunevie.
Banevie.
But Evie.
Hey, Banevie, what you doing?
Hey B, what you doing?
Oh shit, Radix is in Cloud 9 now.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Maybe we don't say that kind of shit on stream.
Person?
Okay, first of all, it's a Baniri, you little shits.
Yeah, I was about to say no, it's not an Eevee. It's not an Eevee.
Oh, hi, Scott. Okay,
Just
hold on.
saying.
Here, just 1 second. I need to edit the music a little bit because Fredboat's a little loud. Here, just 1 second.
Remember what Odin Allfather looks like.
Hey, Fredboat, shut the fuck up!
A beefy bitch, that's what he looks like. Oh, okay.
He's not wrong.
Okay, there we go.
Where the fuck is Odin Allfather? Not there.
Let's turn him down.
Ah,
And we are going back. Cool.
I guess I can't
Alright.
remember what Odin Allfather looks like, so I guess that's his future problem. Well,
Problem.
Odin Allfather will finish yelling at the intern later, I guess.
Intern, where are my scans?
Why do you have so many? Eh.
Intern, fetch me my spats.
I'm actually really happy with this murder god. She came out really cute.
It's adorable. Now I want an Agretsuko crossover.
Right?
Crossover with the crossover. Let's.
Well, I think Alex said that was one of the things that helped to inspire Working Week, so... Let's see here. I think I... Nope.
When I first heard about the Office AU, I thought you were talking about, like, the Office. And I was like, wait. Dwight?
Now I need to find that reference of, Zeffy. Why didn't I prepare my references beforehand?
Curse you, Kristen.
Because you are a fool, Kristen.
I'm a fool, that's fucking right. Fuck it. I only have so much time anyway, I'll do my best. I can fix it later. Please draw the murder god in an outfit from every scenario in DMP. I wouldn't mind it all. Also, thank you for your kind words, Dragonspire. I glanced and saw that you said some nice things.
You want me to read it out? Because I was going to read it out.
Yes.
So here's what Dragonspire said.
Oh, fuck.
Might be a little late because of the subject change, but I could seriously appreciate you all for the quality content you work for. It's hecking hard, I can tell, but you haven't shown signs of giving up or trying to make it easier. You're all amazing and you make the best work on the internet.
Aw, gosh.
Oh,
Thank
that's-
you. That's so nice.
No, you always want to make some content to make him not lying about me.
We make content.
No, me
He said
personally.
specifically him.
Oh, I see.
You make
I-
content, you just haven't shared any.
That's true.
Well then, that.
I meant specifically. I know for a fact I know for a fact that you should post constantly, and honestly that's content to me, but whatever.
It's content in a folder that someone was going to do something with at some point, I'm sure.
Hey, listen, that's just too many. And also, you can just post them your fucking self.
I wanted to post them, but you keep saying you're going to do something with them, so I'm like, alright,
No,
cool,
just
bro, you
no,
keep 'em."
just post them. Jesus Christ. Like, okay, whatever I was gonna do with them would not be diminished by you posting them. Honestly speaking, knowing your crazy editing skills, you can make something pretty good. That's a nice rack. You can make something pretty
I
great.
mean, she's the big titty goth GF. So,
Yeah! Yeah!
I'm so excited to get to draw big titty goth GF.
Who wouldn't be?
Who wouldn't be?
This is gonna be a cool ass. And also, Percy. He just has so many.
He has so many eggs.
Why does he have eggs? This is a reference I may have missed.
At the start of the Pokemon scenario, it was like he just sort of he was screaming about the hot Skiddy whale lord action like you do. He did not say hot. That's the trope. But he was like yelling about it and begging for them to stop making eggs, and so this just sort of continued until eventually Riley just started giving him eggs, like you do.
Fair play.
Yeah, fair play. Let's
I'll
see.
say it fair than that.
1, 2. So now I have to actually draw her sitting, though. I've made regrets.
But yes, in rebuttal to what you said, bro, where would I even post them anymore? Tumblr's dead.
That's true. Tumblr. He's correct about that. Tumblr is in fact dead.
And Twitter
I
ain't
also-
too friendly to audio exclusive
Yeah,
posts.
Twitter hates audio. Oh, I was trying to say with your crazy editing skills, I could see you fucking doing that. The thing with your shit posts is that some of them are really long, but I can't cut down any of them, but I want to use all of them. Like, you
Okay.
have some that are between two characters that would honestly, speaking, would just make great skits on their own.
Hey, Kristen, you have
Yeah.
you have 4 more minutes.
Rad.
Are you specifically talking about the thing I think you're talking about?
I thought you said red, as though you left
Yeah,
out
that's what I
red.
heard. That's exactly what I heard.
I was about to say, Kristen, you're not cool. Don't fucking...
You think you are, Yusuf?
Foot!
I just realized Yusuf is a person that some people have no fucking idea who he is.
Right.
We didn't have Yusuf in any internet remix stuff, just MOI.
Yusuf
Yeah.
has never been part of IR as much as we want him to be.
As much as we want him to be.
You hear me, Yusuf? You hear me? Next time I speak to you, I'm gonna tear your ass apart. I swear to God.
You know, beat your ass! Beat! Like eggs!
I'm gonna record a second diss track for you. It's gonna be nothing but just me calling you a bitch for like 3 minutes straight.
Yusuf, Yusuf.
Yusuf, Yusuf, Yusuf. I still can't get that shit out of my head.
I'm not showing that diss track on stream. I can't.
No.
Oh, we can't, can we? Fuck.
Putting
No.
F's in the chat for Yusuf.
F for fuck Yusuf.
F for fuck you. Yo, what up, gamers? Can we get an F in the chat for my homeboy Yusuf? He's not dead or anything. He just disappears.
He's not there or anything. He just leaves me on red.
He just keeps leaving me on red, that bitch. No, I'm kidding. I love him.
Yeah, disclaimer, we do love Yusuf and
Absolutely.
are in slight contact with him every now and again. He's just a bitch and we make fun of him for it.
I also
so-
just like to make fun of him a lot. We make fun of each other. We have fun. We have fun here at Internet Remix.
No, I hate all of you.
Yeah, we know.
Mood.
We kind of
We kind of are all of those things all at once. I love all of you, but this is terrible.
But this and all of you are just the worst.
I'm gonna need a better reference for this, because these legs are not working. Just wanted to draw her pretty face, but I don't.
Do you need some big titty goth goof references? Because I have lots of those.
I have to find some big titty goth gif references of this particular big titty goth gif, but I also just need like, I could just have her legs like this. Either way, I don't really have time, so it doesn't really matter. Shockingly, I didn't finish the 5-person image in 55 minutes, but that was really to be expected. I didn't think I'm still farther ahead than I thought I would be, so
Hell yeah. Hell
I feel
yeah.
okay
Yeah.
about it.
Hell
Yeah. Big titty goth gif.
Internet is for fun. Fun, fun.
All these guys unzip their flies for porn.
Porn, porn.
Fuck it. Just fuck it. I quit. I'm quitting. Goodbye.
Quit?
I saw
I quit.
3 baguettes in a zoo. They're bred in captivity.
You know,
I went to
there
I
are
went to a zoo
sometimes
with Chuck.
things. No, you were going to say, Phil?
I went to a zoo that only had a single dog in it. It was a shih tzu.
Wait, hold on. I got some for this. Wait. Just hold on. Just hold on. It's my
That would have
laugh
been
track.
funnier had you not built us up.
That's all I wanted. That's good. That's all I wanted.
So yeah, you were saying, bro? Are you okay, bro? Bro, do you have a problem, bro?
No, fuck, no, don't do this. It's not my stream. Oh, fuck. Home dog just sticks his face in a fucking bucket and screams. Alrighty, that's your 5 minutes. Your 5 minutes are now
That's
up.
perfectly fine.
alright.
I need to get some references, so.
Okie dokie, artichoke, my friend Arinos. We are going to be taking a 15-minute break. We will be back at 6:10. Up next, we will have the Dingles. 6:11. We'll be back at 6:11. Dingles will be our upcoming artist, and we'll see you in a little bit. Howdy, dowdy, friends. We are back. We're back at the artsy fartsy fucking fart art. Let me just change the image down here in the bottom left corner. Gotta grab the dingle. And come on, there it is. Yes, there it is. Alright, Dingles. So, is this what I think it is? This looks familiar. What is this, Dingles?
Oh my god, what the fuck do you think? No, I'm joking. It's, so I worked on the Good For You animatic, and I did that off stream. But what the fuck? She has a round face. What? And, so I'm working on the Good For You animatic because after the last episode, and I talked to Scott about this a lot, he was like, oh, don't worry, you're just gonna have to wait until, like, 2 episodes from now, and then you'll have the information you need to make this goddamn animatic. And now I know about Riley. So, 'cause this is, okay, I'll give myself kudos in the fact that I was like, it's probably his fucking sister. But I don't know anything about his fucking sister. And then it's... So now I'm just like, but now I get to... Wow, I've never drawn her before. I really like how this hair is coming out, but I don't know if keep it.
Alright, can we have somebody throw something in for Fredboat?
Actually, I'm about to see if I can play what I have.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, I'd have to make Fredboat a little more quiet. So, whatever the music does play. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I need to release the full body ref of Riley to the world as opposed to just keeping it private to me. I will do that later.
Why are you closed? Why are you closed from the people? Why are you doing this?
People have spoken. The people have spoken.
You cannot
Okay,
do this to the people.
Anything you think? No? Okay.
No.
The video's not.
Ah!
That's fucking loud. That's fucking loud. That's so loud. Why is that so loud? Turning that down. Are y'all okay?
Yeah.
Y'all okay? That hurt me. I don't know why it's up so loud. I turned it really far down.
I
Let's
haven't been
actually turn
okay
it to
since the
0.
accident.
Just
Shut
rocking backwards and forwards.
This was the accident.
Slowly turn it up. Tell me when to stop.
There. A bit lower.
It actually, it could be a little bit higher for me because I don't think the audience will be able to hear it very well. You might just need to turn down Discord and then turn up our voices, Phil.
Okay.
I don't think that's.
I
how
have
that
everything
works.
turned down to 2%. That's why I was so surprised when it was loud to me.
No, that was pretty bold. I can dig it.
Fucking good. It's
Nice.
so fucking good. When you showed me that song, I was just like, holy fuck, how did he know? And then I had to keep quiet about just how much it fit for like weeks. I was like, shit!
Kristen listened to this on loop for like 4 weeks. It felt like.
Like I would see it.
did.
I would see it in the call, and there would be like 4 of them, like in a fucking row, in the chat.
It was the perfect inspiration. Like, I listened to this song non-stop while I was working on the art for last week's episode. Like, and now every time I look at that picture, the music just starts fucking playing. It fits so fucking perfectly. It was so great, and then I was just like, dude, I can't tell him. I can't tell him just
Don't
how
say
I can't.
a fucking word.
Don't say a word.
Because Houston has a rule of keeping all of the details secret, even from fucking cast.
I do.
Especially from the fucking cast.
Especially from the cast.
So, fun fact, if you weren't able to gather this from before, we're just as surprised as you are when shit goes down on stream.
Yep.
I've said this in the fan service so many times. We have no idea what is going on at any given time unless it's about our stuff, and we can't say anything about our stuff.
I think it's
Yep.
really something that gives that flair to DMP, because I mean, really, it's like an improv. I dropped my phone. Really, it's an improv show. It's just
Yeah, like it has some planning, but in the end, like when it comes, I never know how the scene is gonna go. Even when I have a plan, I don't know how the scene is gonna go. The plan is just to make sure it doesn't go totally off the fucking rails.
Heck, in that one scene with Percy last episode, though.
Yeah, that.
Like, oh my god, this is such a good scene. You were just
It was like,
yeah,
oh yeah, we didn't plan this at all. It just kind of happened. Yeah, I'm really happy with that one. Yeah, I purposefully keep the cast in the dark as much as possible because I want that good genuine reaction.
And it's cool. I like that. I can dig that. But you know, I'm then in the situation where I'm like, ooh, look at all this tasty backstory stuff that I can't share.
Oh, bro has a vault.
I'm sorry.
I feel that laughter with a fucking fiery fury.
Have a vault.
It's a chocolate
There's
thunder
an
vault.
actual goddamn vault.
Well, I.
Can't wait until Chocolate Thunder wakes the fuck up so you can see it all.
Chocolate Thunder, and also Banana Man, and
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I just know
and Danny
that-
Sexbang.
And Denny Sexbang and Boots McKenzie.
Yes,
It's safe
all
to
of
say
them.
that you have a
And the
vault.
character we forgot to put in was. But
We didn't forget.
We purposefully didn't do it.
It wouldn't make sense for the character to be in the dance anyway, so it kind of would have taken away from the mood.
Yeah. Which, okay, I don't know if it's public appropriate to talk about how Waltz to me. If that makes sense.
Go ahead.
So Waltz, I have a weird. Why am I doing that to her? She's blonde. I forgot she was. I have this weird relationship with Waltz where I simultaneously am very proud of it and also not. That looks terrible. Doesn't matter. Animatic. It'll get fixed later. It's where like I like that it's clean. I like that it came out. I like that I could use it on a purple. Can't. It's just that like it didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense.
So it's kind of like feel as though it could have been better in the planning stage.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look at it, unless you already know something about DMP, it's confusing.
Yeah.
It's being confusing, and then I've seen a lot of things at OCs where I don't know happening, where I don't know anything about the OCs, but I can at least gather something from it.
Mm-hmm.
With the Waltz cinematic, all that I can really gather from it is that Vincent doesn't like Murder God, and maybe that they made a deal at some point because of the flashback. And the reason I know about that, the reason I count that is because like you can clearly see it's her in the plane. You have no idea why this man's in a plane. You see a plane going down. You see her show up in it supernaturally, which makes you think, okay, this woman is at least a little supernatural. But aside from that, if you have no idea what's happening, you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
So it's so to me, I feel like I'm kind of a failure of a storyteller in that case. Like Waltz looks great, but I don't like how the story came out. And I know a lot of people like Waltz, and I'm not gonna tell you not to. But I will say it's not something that I'm the most proud of. I have other stuff that we're making that I'm a little bit proud of. And yeah. Like Waltz is something that I would show to somebody to talk about, like whether or not I'm an okay director, or whether or not something can look clean. I don't clean up my stuff a lot. In fact, I'm spending more time on the sketch because people are watching me. But it's I don't like her face, but I'm not gonna fake it.
It's
Yeah.
it's a split.
Hey, there he
God,
is.
it's Split Guardian.
What's up?
It's Split, the Man Guardian.
He arrived.
Man.
I was asked to be here, and now I'm here.
He is here. I'm sorry. The reason he's so late is I forgot to do the ritual where we have to throw money into the offering pits, you know, clap our hands 3 times, bow, sacrifice at least 1 goat,
Sacrifice Phil with the goat.
sacrifice Phil.
Yeah,
Wait,
see,
what?
if you were sacrificing Phil, I'd be here like instantly.
What did I do? What did I cannot
You said you
fucking
fucked up.
believe.
Fucked
Mostly I'm more annoyed that I consistently have to commit some kind of sacrifice to see my own sibling. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes
come
it's
on.
just how the
you
cookie
should
crumbles.
remember the sacrifice ritual by now.
I don't ask for it!
I mean, if you're trying to summon me, you gotta know it.
Gotta at least try. Come on, man.
Come on.
No.
You're my sister. You should know this by now.
I know it by now, I just refuse, because frankly I think I deserve at least a family discount
A family discount.
on on ritual sacrifice.
I need a family discount on ritual sacrifices.
Now, chat, let's play a game. Are they actually related or not?
Yes.
Who knows? You don't.
Yeah, no, they
Yes.
are.
We're related.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Phil, did you not? Wait, have you not known this whole time?
Yeah, we're related.
It's not a
Okay,
character
really?
thing. That's.
Oh shit.
Like straight
Yeah,
up.
we're related.
They're related.
He's my half brother.
You
Huh.
dumb. You didn't. You know that.
You dumb bitch.
They can write it on a piece of paper and tape it to your fucking forehead.
Like I told Scott, use your 2 collective zones.
Oh shit.
No, okay, I feel so bad for that because it's just
But it's funny.
Well, that's a
like
that's a
Scott
fucking
found it funny,
hardcore
so it
burn.
didn't matter.
That's a
Oh, shit.
that's a good burn though.
My internet entirely cut out. Did you burn me?
Yeah, I called
Yeah.
you a
Yes.
dumb.
Oh fuck.
Bro told you to use your last 2 collective brain cells.
Oh fuck.
Wow, apparently chat's mind is blown. They thought we were joking when we said we were siblings.
Ha. Dumb
What
dumbs.
fool?
Now who's the dum dum?
Now who's the dum dum?
All of you. All of
Still
you.
me probably.
All y'all.
So this food I'm eating is
Studios.
really good. I like this. This is got some steak in here. Got some mashed potatoes, some corn. Good stuff.
I like the one person calling people out for not watching my streams. You would have known these facts if you just watched split streams.
Yeah, what the heck? Watch Sibling Power Hour, then you'd know.
I do enjoy
Watch it like the
Power Hour.
once it goes up a year.
Yeah, once every 3 months when the planets align.
Ah, stars. Not today. Sorry, I can't do it.
Phil.
I appreciate that.
No,
Yes,
I'll
I
do
am
this
Phil.
after I draw the next frame.
Oh,
I was gonna
thank
ask you, how do I move everything in Sony Vegas again?
Oh, yeah, that, fun. Control A, that's it.
Okay, I was
You're
about to say,
done.
is it Control 5 or Control Shift A5, Control Shift?
None of those, it's Control A.
Control Shift 7 delete end keyboard.
Like, for some reason, my brain thought a 5 was in there somewhere, and I'm just like, you know what? The second drawing of Riley is actually, like, decent. I like it. I like the second drawing of Riley.
I think you can also do it by, selecting shit whilst holding control, like with your mouse. I think. Just in case you want to move everything apart from one thing. Or like
Is she
deselect with
taller
the
or
same shit.
Percy? Kristen, is she taller or shorter than Percy?
She's shorter than Percy by like a couple inches.
Okay, this is very important.
She's literally his little sister, but only in age and size.
So
She
his
has the
little
bigger
sister.
personality.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She has the bigger
what other things are
personality.
there?
Personality
So she's
and
practically
also
his little sister because
sense of
she's his little
responsibility.
sister.
It's not that she's practically his. She's just his little sister.
No,
She's just more responsive.
she's more responsible. She has a feeling of being.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
he's-
like when it
but
comes,
she's still his little sister.
She's only his little sister in the fact that she's exactly
Younger
all the things that she
Shut
needs to be his
up!
little sister.
She's only his little sister because she's younger and shorter than him. Nothing else.
None of the other defining factors that you need to tick to be a little.
You know, like being younger or shorter than.
Have you considered younger though?
Oh, you know what? I think she's
Shut
younger
up,
than him.
guys!
So as it
come
turns
on.
out, apparently Riley's actually a fucking infant.
off.
I mean, she'd definitely be his little sister then. That's
Dude, we didn't even
Yeah, cocktail.
factor in
See,
Okay.
see, Kristen, I'm
She
only
feeling
going this hard on you because you tried to defend it.
You know, it's the same shit. Anytime I bully,
It's okay, Kristen, I knew what you meant.
bully him for shit, he reacts too.
Phil,
No,
don't you
Phil,
start bringing
don't
shit into
try to
this
take the
fucking
high
stream.
road. Phil, don't even
Yeah,
try
I'm-
to take the high road. You bully just a bully.
I do,
You a
but I continue
butthead.
to bully because it's fucking.
You a butthead.
You a whole ass butthead, bitch. You a
Yeah.
butthead,
You're a whole,
bitch.
you're a whole ass mean boy.
You a whole ass butthead, bitch.
You know that
Bitch.
just hurts. So I'm proud of you.
Does it really hurt?
I'm proud of you for sinking to my level.
Ooh, that's worse than anything he could have possibly
You
said.
fucking butthead, bitch. Fucking doing me this shit. I'm moving away. I'm not coming back.
No, you're not.
I'm
You're gonna go in your room. You're gonna cry for a bit, listen to some MCR, and then you're gonna come down. And
Hey, you don't need to fucking call me out like that. You don't need to
Can I
fucking
cut
call
out
me
what the
out.
fuck did I miss?
What did I?
What I missed, man, that cut the fuck up. Again.
I was gonna run away and I'll never come back. And he's like, no, you're not. You're just gonna go to your room, cry for a little bit, and listen to MCR, and you'll be fine.
I mean, he right though. You know he right.
I know you're right, but he don't need to say it.
You do though. You need to say.
He's right, but he shouldn't say it.
He's right, you know.
Yeah, Riley going on.
Bust his
Fucking
ass.
yell, bust his ass.
Beat his ass.
Whoop.
Beat him.
Whoop.
Knock his ass out.
Make that
Knock him
motherfucker a
down.
whole ass cretin.
Whoop that southern ass bitch ass talk.
Whoop that dumb bitch baby.
Bitch baby,
Baby.
little bitch baby boy.
I have to save these images. And that's the fun part, saving images. Where I have to do a bunch of manual stuff. First frame took so long. Self-consciousness. First frame. That's what happens, kids. How the heck am I good for other? No, that's the other for you. Need the good.
Good for you. Good for you, you.
Oh, apparently I made 3 separate folders and none of them. Oh right, no, because I was working in Fire Alpaca, so I just separated everything as a GIF.
Ah,
So now I have to save everything as Modge.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Why? Why are you believing me?
Because you're a phenomenal person with amazing skills and talents.
That's valid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that, kids,
Has-
is how
has
you
become,
accept
like,
the.
a person to accept compliments.
It got boring.
Yeah.
You know what? Fair enough. You know, you know what? I respect that.
I can dig it.
I
You
can
know what?
fucking jive with that. Fuck.
Damn
just-
shit.
Just that whole
Yeah,
fucking
I-
attitude. You know what?
I
Fuck
got
being
you.
humble. I am
Just-
actually good.
They're just denying everything.
Well, that's
That-
not
it's
even
got
not
boring.
being humble. That's like accepting a compliment. Like somebody said, you know what, you did a good job, and I'm like, you know what?
You know what?
I
Yeah,
did do it.
you're right. I'm fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm the shit.
Hey, Jordan.
I'm
Alright,
fucking
come on.
cool. Alright, I'm
Keep
good.
tugging on your balls, bud.
I'm fucking
Like my
cool.
manager told me I was doing a good job at work today, and I was just like, part of my brain's just like, I believe that you believe that, but I don't believe it. So
You
it's
know
like
what, sir? I respect your opinion.
I said thank you, and was like, you
Good.
know what?
proud of you for saying thank you.
Say thank you, Dingle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's...
Did it again. Someone get the camera.
He said thank you.
But yeah, no, I started working there, and they were just like, yeah, no, you're actually picking up really fast, and I'm just like, but I made 2 customers very sad today. It's like, yeah, but that's 2 out of like a lot of them, and
what
half of that
women
wasn't
do.
your fault. I'm like, no, it was all my fault. I'm sorry.
Bro, Dingles, that's just how retail works.
That's just customer service.
Customers
No,
are the
no, at least one of them definitely my fault. She got
Oh.
charged for print, and she got charged for color, and it was black and white because I didn't. And she was just like, that looks hella expensive. And I was just like, yeah, but you also printed on legal paper, and I don't know how much that costs in comparison to regular paper.
I mean, in fairness, and I gotta be honest here for a second, in fairness, and this goes to everyone listening, if you've ever been a customer, fuck you.
Yeah. This goes out to all of us who have ever been a customer, which is everyone. Fuck you.
Now there was one lady today who was being absolutely terrible, and like that wasn't my fault. I almost Twitch. Why am I Twitch? No, I won't.
Why are you on Twitch?
Listen, very important.
See, I've never been a customer.
Never.
No, he's
You've
just
never
steals.
bought anything in your life.
I've ever since I've been able to legally have a job, I've been a service worker. That's why I know that no service worker ever needs a customer. That's why I steal everything.
Phil,
You know,
this sounds
that's fair.
fake. I need
Wait, sorry,
your
what?
assistance. I'm not individually clicking all these frames. I need your assistance.
Oh, okay.
Control A.
What exactly is it you're trying to do again?
Never mind.
Yeah, that.
And then if you want to deselect like
I was
the
about
audio,
to cry. I was about to cry. Everybody, the animatic's canceled.
Yeah, we gotta go. I gotta go home. Shit.
Mom says I'm not allowed to play with you no more.
Hi, my mom just called. I can't play with you guys anymore, so I gotta like get out of here.
I
Gotta
got
skedaddle.
You are both 27 and this is your job? Yeah, sorry, my mom's being really,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
strict
see,
about
she
it.
being
I
like
gotta
really
go.
on my case about it, you know. Like I just gotta skedaddle. I can't hang out with you anymore. I gotta go. My bad.
Moves. Let me make sure we turn this back down. I don't know why it was so loud before.
Oh wait, shit! No, I can't work on what I'm about to work on the stream. It makes sound, makes noises. Speaking of which,
Is the sound,
did anybody
playing on that
throw
end, by
music
the way?
into the Fred book yet? Because I cannot.
Oh, no, we didn't.
On our
But
Fred
hey,
book.
John, what are you gonna do something with the things that I made you, like a fucking wallpaper
Yeah, I
or
was
some
gonna
shit?
make wallpapers, but all I was gonna work on for Artsy Fartsy was the Hamilton thing.
Well, why don't you do that then? Cause fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Yeah. You're right.
And it works as a double thing, because I can show off what I made, and you can show off your creative ability.
Excuse me. So you found a place where the grass is greener. You jump the fence to the other side.
That fuck. Alright, sorry, you wanted musics of some sort?
Give me that music.
Musics.
Bring some Zelda lo-fi.
I want moose ass.
Well, we gotta play something that's not gonna.
What,
It's
you
not
mean
gonna
Zelda
get
is
more
copyrighted?
sound.
You try to imply that Zelda is copyrighted? Come on, no way.
This is gonna sound weird, but yeah, I think it might be copyrighted.
Fuck. Shit, I.
Alright.
I forgot what the lyrics were when I wrote this.
You silly. There he is, that's the boy. Fred.
There's Fred Boat.
Ooh,
My favorite
the
boat.
trumpet. What is this?
Okay, Kristen, you gotta keep drawing the thing. But I just wanna. But you draw Riley so cute, and I just wanna look at Riley. She's so good. And angry.
Wait, are we talking about Riley or Natness?
I mean, yes.
Both.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out the timing of this. Wait, no, she's gonna turn around. Is it good? Yeah, that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna turn around and slap him with her braid.
Nice. She gotta slap him with that braid. Okay, right. Gotta draw Odin Alpha.
Odin!
Odin Allfather. Yes, in turn. Draw me.
I was drawing the office picture for the log, and I had to stop because I needed a reference for Odin Allfather, Demander of Scans.
Draw me,
Demander of
Odin
Scans.
Allfather. Like one of your
Demander of-
French bosses.
Draw me like a Scandinavian god.
Isn't that what you are?
Yes! Now draw me like it!
But no father would never say like draw me like one of your French girls. He's too proud of being who he is.
Run me like Odin Allfather.
But you are Odin Allfather. I know, but aren't I amazing?
I know what I said in turn.
If you draw me incorrectly, I shall take a finger for each mistake.
Okay.
Take a finger for each.
Ah!
Please don't do that. If you take away my
correctly.
fingers, I won't be able to draw you correctly.
The line weight on my nose is incorrect. Oh, where you got your thumb?
But how will I fix the line weight?
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Can you go to the
You-
We'll Be Back for a second?
Oh, yeah. Let me, yeah. No, you're good.
Congratulations, intern. You're left-handed now.
Wait, should I also mute, or is this like a mute thing? Oh, we lost the dingles.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, the end has been fucking. It's
Yeah.
in a few minutes. Let's talk about how great they are behind that.
Let's not. Anyway, campers, I'm gonna take us.
Wait, what?
That was mean.
Jesus Christ. That caught me so fucking left field. That was so good.
That was unnecessarily mean. I'm so sorry.
Let's talk about how great they are behind their back. Let's not. Anyways, campers.
Oh wait, no. I thought you said let's talk about how great you are, Phil.
Why would I do that? When have you ever known publicly?
Phil doesn't have any kind of self-worth.
Exactly.
Oh shit, Dingle's back. Okay, I was about
I
to.
mean, you laugh.
God damn it! We can't talk good about them.
God, that's horrible. No, Discord just straight up like closed itself.
Great.
So I hung up and it restarted.
Fine.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my computer because it wasn't running. Oh no! Okay, thought my pen pressure was gone. I was about to cry.
Oh no.
No, where was
Don't do
she?
that.
So many things are getting you to the edge of crying tonight.
Yeah, mean customers, art, the love and appreciation of my friends.
I love you, bro.
Bro, I love you.
You know, let's just make Fartsy stick to the computer for now. I don't feel like dealing with it. Is it good?
Yeah, that's a big mood.
I keep getting hit by an intense exhaustion at like 5 p.m. and it lasts till like 10, and then I wake up. It's great.
That's fair. I've
It hit
kind
me-
of been going through a similar thing, so I get what you mean.
Yeah, it hit me last week while I was running DMP, which was great. That's exactly what I did in the middle of
Yeah,
this
fun.
fucking show.
Yeah.
It was not a fun time. 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Nah, I kind of go through that same shit. It's usually from like when I wake up to when I go to sleep.
just existing is tiring. That's fair.
It's so fucking exhausting.
Churro asks, would you rather be an Inkling or an Octarian? The stream is Splatoon now. Sorry, Sweaty. I cut out entirely? Fuck.
I don't
not
know
mine.
Splatoon. What's the difference between an Inkling and an Octarian?
One's a squid, one's an
One's a
octopus.
squid, the other's an octopus.
I'm an octopus.
Because they look cooler. Sadly, they have the backstory and live
I
underground.
have legit never seen any difference between them. Call me racist, but I don't know.
Wow, I
Splatoon
can't
enough.
believe you're
Well,
sploracist.
okay, well you see, with a squid, right? They got them like diamond tentacles.
Mhm.
With the Octarian, they have just normal fucking tentacles.
Ah, okay. In that case, I'd
So
probably
it's
go-
like with an Octarian, you can actually have full hair.
I'm an
Yeah,
octopus.
they actually can have hair.
Yeah. So
No,
they're
I-
designed a lot cooler.
Yeah.
I remember talking with JoJo about this at one point, just because we were on the subject of looking at JoJo's Octosona, or Squid Sona, I can't remember what it was.
Squid
And we were
Kid.
thinking of and we were thinking of ways to be able to draw a tentacle beard, just because I think that would look fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And we were going through different ways of sorting that, and we never actually came up with a way that actually looked decent, because they all look shit.
Now, I'm not sure which I'd rather be. I'd probably relate more to an Octarian.
I want to see these now. I would like to see these now. I love this.
Now, Split, why would you relate to an Octarian?
Because I grew up poor as shit.
Yeah.
And looked down upon by my peers.
Oh.
Wait, what fuck you mean past tense?
Oof. Ouch. Wow. Jeez. Getting real here.
Got it.
Shit, I'm sorry.
I can't believe you fucking killed Split.
Split the audience has died.
Damn.
But yeah, I guess I'll be an Octarian.
I'll be an Octarian.
Anyway.
I can dig that. In that case, I'd probably go Squid.
I gotta turn down Fred.
This is-
Fred would give a little
If not purely because despite my current situation, I kind of grew up pretty well.
Yeah.
Didn't really want for much. Feel that fucking credit crunch hit. Hey, who remembers the recession, am I right?
Oh, I remember the recession.
You know what I remember, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
The American Revolution.
Hey, you threw your own tea away. You can shut your ass up.
Yeah, we beat your ass.
We beat your ass.
I just, to be honest, beyond like, I only remember two things from the recession. One of them was me and my friend made a version of, oh shit, what's the name of that one Christmas song that goes on the 12 Days of Christmas? Fucking course it is. Made a version of that called the Credit Crunch Christmas, and we just list off a bunch of really discount shit instead of the actual books. But that and the fact that my mum and dad's extremely lucrative property development business went entirely under.
Yeah, my dad was a part of a startup company, and well, first he was getting like fucking nothing from said startup company, and then the recession hit Michigan actually earlier than most of the rest of the country, so we were already fucked. And it was like, it's a recession. It's just happening now. We've been fucked for years. I could barely afford to get a yearbook my senior year. My mom had to like save for that shit, and I had to like go without lunch. It was great. It's fine.
I know that when it came to the recession for us, there was a running joke in the city that I live in. They're like, "Oh shit, don't you know we're in a recession?" And then but the thing is, it didn't hit us until like super late. It was actually almost over by the time
Nice.
it got to us.
Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I just don't remember it.
Well,
It's just
were,
something that
like,
you were pretty young.
yeah, I had to
like,
have been itty bitty boy.
like I went to art college, and then the recession hit, and I went, well, I already was a little worried about choices, but now I'm extra worried. And then it was like, Kristen, get a job, and I was like, there are none. I guess I'm just gonna live off of student loans and hope this all sorts itself out, because there's nothing else I can do right now.
Tugging at my heartstrings right there. Fuck. The only reason I'm not dead right now is because of my student loans. I have not been using those to pay for my rent. Which is definitely not a good idea. Don't do what I did.
Well, okay, I did it my first year, but that's because part of it was supposed to go towards that. I budget very exactly though, so I left, like, when it came to my loan, I had exactly 50 cents left, I think.
Oof.
I used it for food and shelter.
Who just?
I like to
who
try to
just
budget, but I'm
threatened?
very bad at it.
Flip Studio, if you have to stop breathing.
Beat his ass. Cool. Get him. Get him.
Y'all are over here talking about the recession. I'm over here being intelligent, talking to the chat about Splatoon.
Yep.
A real intellectual.
A real intellectual over here.
I'm the only one out
I'm
of
gonna
all
have
you
to
that's not a
actually
mod in the
draw
Twitch
Percy
chat.
in one of these frames. Hold on.
Wait,
I'm gonna have to
live for
actually
Percy?
draw Percy in his own goddamn song.
I've drawn Percy enough!
That's fair. You've drawn a lot of Percy.
I've drawn a lot of Percy. Percy owes me at this point.
That's fair.
You've drawn more Percy than he deserves.
No, Percy doesn't.
No, Percy deserves so much love.
Are you sure about that?
I'm very
Yes!
sure about that.
I stand Percy in this household.
You stand, Percy?
Stan?
Stan.
Stan?
Stan.
I said
S-T-A-N.
Stan.
like
I
the game.
said Stan!
Kristen, trying to
No.
get
I was
kids.
gonna make a JoJo joke. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't actually making fun of you.
Okay.
Don't fuck with her. She's trying to be hip with the kids.
I'm not! No! I think...
She's hip. She's with it.
No! I just don't want
Kristen, I
people
love
to think
you.
I'm dumb.
You're not dumb, Kristen.
No one thinks you're dumb.
I mean,
No one thinks you're dumb.
No one thinks you're
Phil's not
dumb.
a person.
that's fair. That's fair.
Phil's an it.
Also fair.
Yeah. Careful now.
The soft sound. Like the soft, sad, like, response. That's also fair.
How much time do I have, Jordan?
You have 10 minutes.
Like, it's been a long time. Okay.
I'm
have
sorry.
panicks.
I'm not stupid. I'm panicking. I just you
I don't
have
think you're stupid.
you have 10 minutes.
No one involved here is stupid.
Other people now. Other people.
Well,
Party. No, I'm joking.
are you forgetting that I'm here?
I don't think you're stupid. I sure am glad that I had that book I had to illustrate about Vikings. So I've gotten pretty good at drawing manly men with weird braided beards.
Manly men.
Yeah. My
Talk to
god,
me
at
about
last, my skills are paying off here.
Split. Churro Bird wants you to look at the gaming channel on the IR fan server.
Right. Bet.
I'm actually curious now. I'm gonna take a little look-see.
What you got for me, Churro?
Yeah, I'm having a
What
little
you
peek
got
as well.
for me?
Let's see, offensive.
I have that muted. Let me scroll through
Gaming.
a million things real fast. Yo! Yo, why you gotta hit me with that?
Hey, yo, that's
Why you
just
gotta hit
fucking
me with
adorable.
protect?
What the shit?
Why you gotta hit me with Agent 8 smile? Fuck off!
Aww.
I don't know who that is. He
Agent
accused
8,
of-
the best agent in Splatoon.
I
Alright,
I
agents.
never played Splatoon.
I mean, they accused
Well,
us
that's
of that.
why I ain't talking to y'all bitches about it.
Man, fuck you.
That's fair.
I want to play Splatoon really bad, but I don't have a Switch.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably play the fuck out of Splatoon if I had a Switch, but I do not.
Love Splatoon so
God,
much.
same. I would play the heck out of so many games.
Give me
I
Switch.
played Splatoon with Dawn the other day, and she fucking destroyed me.
I don't
Nice.
doubt that for a second.
Dude, Dawn
Was-
is an avid fucking
stunning.
Splatoon player.
Fucking so is Steel. She was telling me.
Steel?
She was.
Oh yeah,
Bro, he has
you
an
have an
OC.
yeah.
I ain't never seen his OC. I want to see
Remember
his
the
OC.
the fucking like ink pen Splatoon character that was going around everywhere?
No. Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay, you might.
I do.
What you might remember is the that one image where his Splatoon OC had a fucking ice cream pop or something like that, and Tumblr recognized that as a penis, so it censored it entirely. Remember that?
No.
People started stealing Steel's OC.
Yeah, they did.
I remember
Dude,
this.
people
was
have
kinda
stolen so
fucking
much of
hilarious.
Steel's art.
Yeah.
You know that really huge Undertale mural that Steel spent like 9 months working on? I've seen
Yeah.
that rotate. I've seen that float around my Facebook so fucking much, and no one crediting them, and I just get personally offended. Like, hey,
I mean, you
Hey.
should.
Yeah.
I tell Split about it. Steel about it every single fucking time, and it's just like, nah, Steel's so fucking good. Shit gets stolen. I feel bad.
But yeah, no. So, as Dawn was like murking my ass, right? She's telling me about how Steel completely dominates her.
Just totally
it's-
destroys.
Just
Just-
absolutely fucking decimates. And I'm like, how? I can't even move. I can't go anywhere. No matter where I go, there's more ink.
I took a step and everybody beats me up.
Exactly. But it's one person.
It's Dawn. Dawn beats you up.
I take a step and she comes out of the fucking ground and beats the shit out of me. I'm like, fuck.
That's kind of how I am with Mario Kart. I'm an asshole at Mario Kart. I'm.
Oh, I'm a fucking legend in Mario Kart.
Oh, dude. Fucking.
Dude,
Time comes. When the time comes, you and I are gonna fucking go.
we're gonna fucking go. I'm gonna fucking.
I'm going to
wipe-
see how you fare against my fucking Yoshi bike.
Oh, Luigi, bitch.
Oh, on God, Black Yoshi.
On God.
This is a Black Yoshi gang here. Like you, I love Luigi. If I cannot play Black Yoshi, I will play Luigi. But like, if I have the option to play Black Yoshi, I'm gonna play Black Yoshi. That's just how it
I'm not
is.
gonna lie,
Murder
I'm
you.
always Rosalina. I can't. I stand Rosalina too much to not play anyone else but her.
Yeah, I know.
Yo,
You
Yeah.
played
Chris,
Rosalina when you were here. Nah.
Remember Dave and Buster's when I like murked literally everybody in Mario Kart?
Yes. Where you just destroyed everybody.
Several people.
You're probably the type of person who rarely ever loses at Mario Kart, huh? You rarely ever lose.
I'm not that person actually.
Oh?
I'm not that person who rarely ever loses in Mario Kart.
Because I am that kind of person, and if you do, we do butt heads. It's gonna go down. This is a challenge. Is this a formal challenge at Mario Kart?
I'm gonna fucking murk you.
You're gonna fucking
murk you. I've murked so many people.
Alright, motherfucker, you better get ready to get fucking domed.
I'm gonna fucking dome your ass.
I'm gonna dome your ass.
There is like one person who has ever murked me in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Who was it?
Queen.
Well, get ready to get two. Better get two people that murked your ass in Mario Kart, and they both came from online.
I'm gonna murk the fuck out of you.
About to get
Hey
fucking
Jordan, didn't I beat the shit out of you at fucking Mario Kart? Mario Kart.
You beat me in one.
You sure? I could have sworn I beat your ass at most of them.
No, you beat me in one. That being said, we only played 2 games before we went to go to the grocery store. It's
True shit.
It's because the computers fucked me over.
Hey, do you still have those Snapchats saved?
I do, yeah. It's an entire story.
Snapchats were
The viewers will never see them.
Oh,
but,
no, definitely not. But I want to see him again.
Yeah, because first of all, I had that really fucking awful pirate facial hair for the goddamn show I was in.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't awful, and the show was actually like really wonderful. It was just like the facial hair was so weird, and when I was in LA for the festival, somebody took a picture of me on the street, and I saw them take a picture of me, and they weren't fucking like, they were very obvious about it, them taking a picture of my face, and then it made me really self-conscious.
That's fair.
I was like, they keep fucking looking at me. Ah!
To be honest, I'm the same with my weight currently. I see any picture that anyone but myself has taken, and I'm like, get rid of it.
I feel that. You're valid.
Legit, anyone ever tries to take a picture of that fucking
Let me tell you about Split. We went to the photo booth.
Yep, and the man just fucking turned around.
And stared at the wall. I think he clipped the picture off.
That sounds like Split.
No.
That sounds like Split.
Oh yeah, there is one shot. There is one shot of him flipping it, and that's it. It's very sad. It's kind of hilarious. Like it's my wall over here, posing, and then back at Split in just confusion.
You're cutting out a lot, but I'm kind of getting what you're saying.
I thought it was me. I thought it was my internet going.
No, it's just
You're not
Kristen.
allowed to hear Kristen today.
Okay, well, cool, awesome, neat. I'm glad. Kill me.
I can't do that. Sorry.
Repeat.
But yeah, like I have the photo booth pictures taped to my wall, and it's just a series of Bro and I posing and then looking back at Split in utter confusion. Just, okay, well, this happened. We do, however, have some pictures from the escape room which feature Split threatening me with a deer antler like he's going to fucking stab me, so that happened.
Shoot the gun, Kristen!
Shoot the gun, Kristen!
Meanwhile, me and the imaginary man are just fucking taking out every single thing.
No, we took some out. Fuck you.
We did!
Yeah, y'all
It was
took out
actually about
one.
half and
I
half.
took out the other
No,
two.
it was half and half by the end. No.
Blow the duck call.
And also, without me, we wouldn't have got out the goddamn door, Mr. Butterfingers with a key.
Can we hold on, wait.
I ain't saying that you ain't got shit to you. I ain't saying that. I'm saying we fucking rock.
Can we hear about this the fucking duck call bit? Somebody
let me
go
tell
on,
about the
like,
duck call.
That was my favorite part of the entire.
Okay. So, this escape room was set up to look like an old, like, 1920s style, like, trophy room kind of thing. So there's a bunch of, like, animal heads and things like that, you know, mounted on the wall. And we solve a puzzle, and then out of nowhere, this fucking duck, like, falls off of the wall, and so of course we all we jump because this was not expected. So it falls, and in its mouth is like a weird little cylinder shape, and we're like, the fuck is this? Are we supposed to pull it out? And then Split just sort of looks at it. I'm like, don't blow on it. People have put their mouths on this. And then Split blew on it. Oh no, the duck fell first. I'm an idiot. Oh no, it was the opposite.
okay.
Yeah, I was about to
We
say, you're
found-
telling the story backwards, Kristen.
We
I'm
so
sorry.
what
found a
happened
duck
was-
call in
Yeah.
a drawer.
Yeah.
And Kristen was like examining it, and then she got like a pair of like tweezers and was trying to pull on the shit inside the duck call. And I took it from her because like, no, that's just the duck call. It's just what
I
it looks
didn't
like.
know it was a duck call.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I kind of wanna blow it. And everybody's looking at me, and it's like, don't, dude. Do you have any idea how many people could have like put their mouths on that? Just like being fucking germaphobes and shit. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna blow the duck call. Don't blow it.
Oh my god, wait, hold on, my internet's deciding to shit itself. Oh no. Oh no. Everything's going fucking slow. Oh shit. Why is this happening? Alright, internet, it was funny first, but now just chill out.
I think it's a Discord. It's happening everywhere. I can only just barely hear Fred mode.
Okay. Well, it is time to transition over anyway, so we're gonna pause. Just a sec. Okay, hold. Yeah. Now the chat that we hop back in. Hello?
Seems fine to me.
Hello?
My connection's like red.
My
Okay,
connection's
Oh, my-
back to green.
leave and join back.
Yeah.
There we go, it's back.
Yeah. I think that was just Discord having a hiccup.
Are we good? Are we set?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's you.
Alright,
I think
We didn't hear
we're on
anything
break,
past
right?
you.
Yep, it's time. Well, wait, on break or because we already had it. Wait, I mean,
Oh,
Are we?
Are we just
Can they
switching
hear
order?
us?
they can.
Yeah.
Hold on, just 1 second. All right, and now we're back in. It's
God damn.
goddamn. Fuck.
well, that was interesting.
It was.
All right.
All right, now I'm gonna go over to Discord.
Where
go to
I
screen
was.
share. Here, Dingles, can you stop screen sharing?
Yeah, I can stop. Good.
All right. Yep. Gonna go in. All right, friends. I hope you like Minecraft things, cause shit, that's fucking right. Hold on. Let me. Ah, there we go. Okay, we're golden. Fucking.
Alright, we good? We Gucci?
I think we're okay.
We
I
done?
think so.
So there you was.
Duck call.
So there I was, duck call. People telling me, hey, don't fucking, just don't. That's gross. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna blow the duck call. They're all just like, nah, don't, just don't. Wah. Nothing happens. We sit there for a solid minute. And she's like, I guess nothing happened. And then, BAM! Dust falls from the sky.
It must have felt like
Yeah.
a minute to you, because it felt like half a second to me.
Yeah, it went very fast.
Very
I-
fast.
I was already very anxious because the escape room had this thing where if you touched something you weren't supposed to touch, then there was this very loud, horrible alarm sound that would go off. The guy said it was supposed to be a hawk call. It was not a hawk call. It was
Hold
just
on,
the
just 1
worst
second.
noise.
Like at the end of the thing, he said I actually stopped pressing. He said he stopped pressing the button because Kristen and I would just keep jumping every time.
By the end of this thing, I had just dissolved into an anxious mess, which is why when we ended up in the bone room,
Shoot the gun,
the
Kristen!
secret second part of the escape room, wherein the hunter who owns this trophy
Okay,
room has
I'm back,
trapped
I'm
us
sorry.
and is about to
Alright,
kill us with
I'm
gas. Well, first, like, we get in there and there's this screen in the other room that whenever there's this little bell dinging, it means that they're showing us a hint. So the bell went off and everyone was like, Kristen, go check that. So I ran to go check, and then when I ran back, this big ol' like black tarp dropped in from the entryway to the second room and hit me in the head. So first it hit me, and I was like, okay, and I'm already extremely anxious trying to give them suggestions, and there are these little, like, you know, old style rifle things with laser pointers in them. and they're stuck to a wall, and you have to use the laser pointers and mirrors to point the lasers at like these rotating bones. It's kind of wild. But anyway, so we're trying. So that means you had cooperation, like one person had to like point the gun while the other person angled the mirror. So I'm like at this point just an absolute fucking anxious mess. There has been loud noises multiple times. Like I was helpful for 2 puzzles, but I've hit like my breaking point here. I'm anxious as fuck. We're in a supposed fake danger situation. There's dramatic death music playing.
We only have 5 minutes left.
We only have 5 minutes left, and bro is screaming at me, "Shoot the gun, Kristen!" And I'm just like,
Pull the trigger! Pull the trigger, Kristen!
No, I'm sorry. It's like I walked in, I saw a bucket full of mirrors and some laser pointers, and went bet. Because I was playing around with them as soon as the guy like was on the thing, and I was like, do I have to stop to listen to him, or do I have to? Do I got? Because I'm like I don't know where to shoot these, so I guess I have to listen to him. But all I saw was lasers and mirrors, and was like, hell yeah. So then, but like one of the guns is broke one of the guns. And it's just like, we're in there, we're shooting things, we get to this lock on the door, I'm like, really? You had to have a final 10 lock puzzle? Seriously? So like, we shoot all the things, all these keys drop, like, Split's trying to open the door, he's having some trouble, which I get, like, entirely after trying to open the doors myself, but like, eventually he like, we have like the last lock left in like 5 seconds, and and I'm like, where's the last key? Where's the last key? And then Split like dives on the ground and snatches it up, and I'm like, give me the fucking key!
Oh my god.
We made it out with like 2 seconds to spare. We just barely.
We barely made it out with our lives.
Like for context, this room, the bone room, was dark as fuck. The context we were given is that gas was filling in the room to kill us, and we were 2 seconds away from death. Like, I dove for the key, I fucking practically threw it at bro, and it just managed to get us out in time.
Like the guy came out, he said, normally I give you like a huge surprise thing, like a great
But
he said, that sounds like enough excitement. I don't.
Yep. And I'm just over here like, I'm done. I did the tab thing and I'm done. That's all. That was good enough.
We all fucking rushed out of the room. The guy came out, he was like, oh my god, I was at the edge of my seat.
like there was this one puzzle that had like this chalice, and there were so many times in this room where we didn't solve the puzzle because we didn't want to break anything.
Yeah.
There's this one with the chalice that had like a water sensor or whatever, and we found some alcohol. We were like, do we actually pour it in the cup, or? And I'm like, I see a little red dot in there, so I guess we pour it in there. And we're all like, oh, but we don't want to. What if we ruin the prop by pouring the? And then eventually we pour it and it drops. And he's just like, do it. He sends the thing, says do it.
Yeah, like eventually some of his hints just started just being like, just do it, or
Yes,
like there was one where something had gone. There was one where something had gone wrong, like one of the puzzles hadn't been locked properly, and it was eventually he just sent us like, you can just skip that one.
He straight up sent us a thing, said, yeah, that's broken.
It's like, I remember the one with the bear paws, like we were walking on it and I was like, oh, there's probably something under the bear, but then like, I'm just like, oh, but what if he brings the fucking thing? And,
exactly.
like, I try to flip the bear over it, and he's like, no, just flip the bear over. Like, Stove goes over and he's just like, okay, I'll flip the bear. So like, Stove flips the bear, and he's just like, oh yeah, there's the clues are under the bear.
And we're like, oh.
We're like, oh, thank God that we
I
can touch the bear.
I specifically remember with the cup itself, because we finally found the goddamn alcohol, which was in a globe that we didn't know could open.
It was the thing with the globe, because he was like, it has a latch, and I was like, well, I checked the globe already, I didn't see a latch. So we went around the rest of the room, and then he's like, you know, around the world, and we're like, okay, yeah, we get it, like, you've mentioned the globe before, but we can't find what you're talking about. So eventually he said something that I don't think it said open the globe, but it felt like it said open the globe.
Yeah. So there's some alcohol in this fucking globe, and we're looking back and forth between the chalice and the alcohol, and I'm the one holding the alcohol because I'm an alcoholic, and I'm looking back and forth, and everyone's like thinking about it, and all I can think is, I'm gonna pour this into the chalice. Finally, we got like a really strong hint, and everyone's just like, I don't know, and I'm just like, no, I'm fucking doing it. I was just tired by that point. I was like, it either breaks it or it doesn't.
It was a really fun escape room.
It was a very good escape room, and then we just sat and talked shop with the guy for like a good 20 minutes. It was nice.
I really want to do an escape room. I've only ever done one, and it was with my co-workers at Nando's, and I hate those bastards.
They're very fun. I've done 2, and both of them were with Split.
Hey.
That's not true. I did 3. I did a 3rd one with Ethan, who I used to work with at Jimmy John's and Friends.
Jimmy John's. Back to Jimmy John's.
I was very useless in that particular. Also, unfortunately, I went to the Ruse in Grand Rapids first with people, and everything else in at least this general Michigan area, not as good. Just disappointing in comparison. Like, you don't have a second room hidden in here, or weird magic sensors in wine glasses. Disappointing.
Fucking
Stove and I almost broke the sensor. And he straight up said he didn't call anything because he was like, maybe they'll figure it out.
y'all were down there like pulling at batteries and shit.
No, we didn't pull at it. We didn't pull at it. We looked at it very intently, but we didn't pull it. Because we were just kind of like, no, this looked like this is out of place, but I don't think this is where this is going. Like, we were both kind of like, suddenly sci-fi, and it was like, no, hold on.
So Moon, what are you doing right now?
So I had this little skit idea that I got from like last night, and so I started, scoping out a small area. So in the last couple of days, we've been doing a lot of Minecraft gameplay, because Minecraft is a fun game. It's a generally wholesome game to play. I think it got a bad rap over the last couple of years, but like in recent times, it's been getting defended a lot more by a lot of people. So it's like, you know what? I'll just because I started animating Minecraft when I was 12, and the characters that I animate now are like they're like still really squarey, and I'm like trying other things, but I'm gonna animate something like specifically Minecraft today. And if you look at this little character model here, this is like my little character model. It is currently night, and Phil had made this skin just yesterday, and I love him very much, and he's a very nice looking skin. And I'm gonna have a little skitty witty. Ooh, he disappeared. Hold on, I need to change something here. Okay, there we go. Now we can see him through the leaves. Just had to fix it. Yeah, you have this little fella here. There's a couple other skins. This one's like this little bit here is just gonna be between me and Phil. That's why I found I scoped out this nice little area. I planted a fuck ton of trees. I did this all like just this morning, and it's disappearing through the clouds. But yeah, this is fun. I'm just animating a little bit of Minecraft for an hour. I'll see where this goes, and if I finish it, I'll put it on my channel. It's just kind of yeah. It'll be something to actually put on my channel for once. So I'm just
some actual moon content.
Some actual content.
Actual
Jesus.
content?
Like missed Moon content.
Right? So I'm gonna field view is gonna be 20. Let's go here.
I remember playing Minecraft as a kid.
Bitch, you were playing on Minecraft with us yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm like reflecting. I'm fucking getting into that, okay? Let me
remember
talk.
playing Minecraft as if it was
Goddamn.
yesterday.
God damn.
So you were saying, as a
Nah,
guy.
fuck it.
No. Go ahead. Don't be a bitch.
Not even gonna fucking talk about it.
See,
Can't
now,
have
now, now,
my-
now you're
can't
being a
have my
bitch.
introspective talk.
Now you're being a
Fuck
bitch. Now you're being a bitch. Have you ever considered not being a bitch?
You know what? You know what, Jordan?
Hmm?
Fucking your words hurt.
Words do. I'm sorry. You know,
Your words hurt me specifically right now.
I'm being an asshole. You're right.
Being a bitch.
Being an asshole.
Well, you know what, Split? I'm interested. What were you gonna say?
Thank you, Phil. At least someone knows how to be a good friend.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Fucking scathing.
Fucking
Jesus.
thought?
I felt that one. Jesus.
God damn.
Well,
Hurt my feelings and shit. Fuck.
yeah, how the fuck does it feel?
Not good.
That's how you made me feel.
You know what? You're right. You're right. I was being a bitch.
Anyways, fucking, what I was gonna say is I remember playing it as a kid and just like, I was around 12 years old. Fucking, I got bored of it after a while because there was no like real objective to it. And I've been playing it recently a lot more because I've like emotionally kind of been all over the place.
Mm.
And it's been helping me a lot to just kind of calm down and just have a nice little free time, you know?
Feel
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
I feel that.
It's like that's where I think like all the rap is coming from when people are shit talking Minecraft is because they're like, well, there's nothing to do, but there's everything to do. But that doesn't make feel like a good game. And I guess that makes sense because when you're playing Minecraft, you're not really doing it to play a game. You're more kind of doing it to just kind of escape.
Yo, hold on, let me turn down Fredboat because you're speaking some truth shit and I think it's getting a little missed. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, turn down Fredboat.
And it's like you're just trying to like disappear for a little while when you're playing Minecraft. That's all it's for.
Honestly, yeah. It's a nice little escape. You know, animated Minecraft is like, it's fucking fun. You know, it's something fun. It's something that doesn't like it. When you do it, it's not something that like you're gonna like horribly beat yourself up over because it's like little fucking blocky characters and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like
It's
just,
like is the people who criticize Minecraft and shit. They're a bunch of people who either have like too much of an objective brain.
oh no! I
Or
cut off the
like-
tree.
What the fuck have you done? Well, obviously, cut off the tree.
Yeah, I guess I
still,
cut off like half the fucking tree. I guess I gotta fix it.
Yeah, objective brain, you're saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's either people who have a little too much of an objective brain, and it's like they can't just have freedom. They need to have some kind of instruction in order to move forward. Or it's people who like don't have anything going on, like how most kids do. So they don't. Like, a lot of kids are the ones who, oddly enough, a lot of the people who are expected to play Minecraft are the ones that are giving it a bad rep because they don't have a lot to do, and they're playing this because they don't have a lot to do, and it's not giving them anything.
Mm. Some truth.
Which I can
Minecraft is a good
understand and
game.
respect.
It's a good game. I'm not a super big fan of like some of the shit that they've done recently, like removing all mentions of Notch from the game.
Wait,
I
why
have-
did they
I
do
have-
that?
I have learned a thing about that actually
Oh?
recently that has made me less pissed off about that.
Oh, okay,
Apparently,
why'd they do it?
for the last like 5 or 6 years, he's been the most racist, fucking,
isn't he, like,
actively
anti-transgender?
against trans rights and shit like that. Like super against
Real
all
shit.
the LGBT community,
Yeah.
saying that people of different color, gender, and fucking sexual orientation are less than human and have less have a smaller IQ. That's a thing that he's been doing. So I'm now less pissed off about it.
Motherfucker.
I'm kind of just like, you know what?
Where? Like where?
On his social medias. I just haven't been following Notch on his social medias. I've kind of just been perceiving him as the deity that created Minecraft and just leaving it at that.
I'm gonna see if his Twitter is still on.
Yeah, do the thing. Because I heard about this from Atlas, who has also been playing Minecraft a lot. Then I googled it, and it was like, oh shit, okay, yeah, there's...
We should see if they want to put on a server. That'd be fucking dope.
I have asked, but they've been putting like way too much time into this server that I'm actually currently playing on. But their server, so yeah, I know. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they might not want to bother putting time into that one. Like even I'm like torn between. I'm enjoying making shit in our one, but it's really confusing switching between the two because I'm like I'm prospering over in this one, but over there I'm just kind of nicking shit from your shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, right now, like, since we started playing it, and because Phil made me his skin,
Oh, okay.
I started playing it.
Oh, did you like the skin then?
It's alright.
Ah, you.
It's better for identifying, rather than using my old 12-year-old edgy skin.
Yeah, I like your 12-year-old edgy skin. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so let's... I'm trying to get the camera in like a nice spot that we can just like...
It's like, it's a really dumb-looking thing, but it's nice.
Yeah, I'm with it. It's got that fucking nostalgia feel to it. I have one of those skins somewhere.
Yeah.
I used to be one of the first skins I ever made was a pig man in a suit, and I was really proud of that. And that would be my entire thing. And then at one point he had like sunglasses and everything. And then at one point I added a crown onto him, and that was it. That was my character for the longest fucking time, and I refused to change it. It's only recently that I started playing with you guys that I made another skin, and I was like, hey, that's pretty good. Hey, Jojo, want me to make you one?
Does my field of view fuck with the
Who else
shadows?
wants one?
Really?
Hmm?
My field of view fucks with the shadows.
Oh shit, legit?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a bad thing.
Well, fuck. That ain't good at all.
Fix it.
No, it's not. I don't know how to fix it. I'm trying to find like a nice camera angle to start from, so we can get like a little. Oh, this is actually good. I think I'll just.
Have you considered not being a bitch?
Have you considered not
Does that
talking?
work?
There we go.
Oof, guys, oh no. Oh,
What?
What happened?
so mean. Meanest.
Oh.
You're so mean.
We lay into each other
For a
all the
sec-
time. It's just kind of.
For a
You're
second, I thought
so mean.
Kristen, for a second there, I thought
Hold on,
something
what's
actually
happening?
Kristen has perceived our gentle antagonism as a legit,
So
legit
mean.
anger.
No, I know you're not actually mad. I think, shockingly, I've been around you guys enough to know.
Oh god.
Get it the fuck together, Krista.
What?
Fucking Christ,
Is
Kristen.
it bully Kristen time? No. I didn't
What?
sign up for
Not
this.
again! Wait!
Oh shit, are we bullying Kristen? Let me just.
No, wait!
Ah, there we go. Okay, let me just stretch.
No,
Back
stop!
into the-
No! Wait,
Get back
what are you
into the-
doing?
Stretching
vibe.
before bully Kristen time.
Why?
Alright, Kristen, you are so small.
No! Stop!
You are so
Why is...
So
and
small.
adorable,
Tiny.
and just overall talented.
No, this isn't bullying!
Why are you
It
so
is, because
fucking
you're
good at
reacting.
what you do?
What?
God damn.
Jesus.
Thanks!
Like
You
you ever
one
like
talented
AO Split,
motherfucker.
AO Split, you seen some of that art? Damn.
Fucking,
Thanks!
That actual fucking gold?
she's made some cute ass art. I'm
I've
not
seen
gonna
some
lie.
cute ass
You know-
art.
Oh my
And
god!
you know what? You know what we haven't touched on anywhere near enough?
What,
As
what?
absolutely wonderful and talented as they are, and as much of a wonderful person and friend as they are, they're cute as hell.
Absolutely fucking precious. Precious. You're welcome.
Thank you, Kristen.
I say thank you, Kristen.
This wasn't what I expected! This didn't go how planned!
Yeah, no, I'm involved.
So you got what you always wanted.
Nah! I
Good
did.
for you.
Fuck, this is what I get for asking for verbal validation earlier in the stream.
You want verbal validation? I'll give you verbal validation.
Oh, thanks. It was very nice of all of you.
Gotta get your boy in a nice walking pose.
So, like,
Whenever I think of the bullying thing, I just think of that GIF Juno made of Phil just bopping goggles over and over with like a wrench.
No, it was a wiffle ball bat, I think.
Just, alright,
What
whatever,
was
either
it?
way, it's just like BAM! And then,
Well, that one, sorry, my absolute favorite one is I think it was Steele that drew it, where you're writing that Phil is a big meanie pants.
It was
a big
Juno.
smelly oh, Juno. And then there's just me winding up to beat the shit out of you with a bat.
yes, and
a
then like, I
sparkle in my
remember
eye.
there was that, and then behind you was like Split holding another bat.
Oh yeah, and the continuation of Split about to beat the shit out of me for beat the shit out of you. Wasn't there like a third one where Split's just actually thrown me in the trash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day, I can't remember why I was putting Moon in the corner of shame for something or other. I cannot remember why,
'Cause I
and I
called
would
you
not
out.
stop doing this.
I called you out.
It was for fun. It was for fun. I did it. I can't remember why. I did this thing and I kept doing it, and then abruptly Bro threw me in the corner of shame, which is fair. I did deserve that. I acknowledge this. I was being a terrible monster. But then Juno drew this comic of like me like shoving Moon into like the shame barrel, and there's just like water in the barrel, and Moon's just like and it's like and then like in the background you can see Bro making an angry face, then he just like marches up and fucking like dunks me and
Hey, the thing about that image is, with the context, we all know exactly what the fuck's going on. The picture actually just looks like you're trying to drown.
yeah.
Like, it just looks like a really violent scene,
it does.
and I love it. I
Which is
really
really
So
funny. it's
I
fucking
remember like
hilarious.
someone came in and they were like, why is Bro baptizing Moon and Kristen?
Because he wants to.
Any more questions? Are you next?
You will embrace God, or you will drown.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
I didn't realize that Bro was the Spanish Inquisition. Fuck.
Oh,
You never
Jesus.
expect the Spanish Inquisition.
You never expect Spanish, bro.
Is my guy
That tickled you
rotating?
royal, didn't it, Kristen?
What?
That tickled you royal, didn't it, Kristen?
It did. Sorry, I got distracted
Bro,
because
Spanish?
Memethist is being very nice in the chat.
Mhm.
They were like, the reason I became obsessed with IR is because I fell in love with Kristen's personality and her Deltarune playthrough, which is very nice. And then they went on to say, and then I kept watching so many IR videos, and then I fell in love with everyone's personality, and I just really love how you're all just a bunch of friends having fun. Aw, gosh. That's
Don't get
so
too
nice.
used to it. We're actually awful.
We're actually fucking awful. Yeah,
Every-
actually,
Every single person in this call.
This is
It's
all
all a
just an
ruse.
elaborate ruse. I hate everyone here.
facts.
Unbridled hatred.
Absolute
I'm actually
facts.
planning to beat the shit out of Bro Dingles when I finally meet him. And vice versa, to be perfectly honest.
What? Why are you saying,
Yeah, but
Kristen? Guess what?
It's like, I feel like that's how we do love taps, Phil.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice whenever Phil and I saw each other. We boxed for 2 hours straight. It was just like solid.
I fully expect that should I meet Phil, he will bully me relentlessly, possibly throw me, and I just have to accept that. That's fine.
I will be hitting you with rolled up newspaper. I'm
That's
sorry,
perfectly
that's-
fair.
That's just how that's gonna go.
I beat the shit out of Phil when he came here.
Oh, you did. You really did. You actually no. Jokes aside, you really fucking did. You were trying to prove it. You were trying to prove a point about how someone else was acting. You were just demonstrating it on me. I'm just like, okay, I get it. The verbal was enough. Stop.
I was just fucking communicating my traumatic experience.
Oh,
It still affects me.
Yeah, by
Damn.
putting me through one.
That's what happens.
but you know what?
That's just how hanging with Split goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want is that I want this shit to fucking bend. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Now I just gotta fucking loop it.
For you.
I'm sorry. This is like one of the worst things to watch me animate. Just the walking. The walking is so boring.
Ah, yay, walk cycles, the best thing.
Delicious walk cycles.
Nothing better than
Like,
a
does the
fucking
knee
walk
bend
cycle.
here or here? Here or here?
Do you see one
Gosh.
or two?
I started getting really fast at that.
Really?
He started going 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 both.
I don't know. I was never sure of myself. I was always like, is this what I think it is? No. It's not. It can't be.
There's no way.
With the combined power of tiny hands, you might be able to form a normal-sized hand. That's not how tiny hands work. You can stack tiny people, and then you have a totem pole that is almost the size of a regular person, but you can't, like, combine hand sizes. In the case of, like,
experience here.
if you have a collection of small hands, it's just like you have, like, an Easter basket or something. You just have a lot of very small, cute eggs that are also hands.
To be
Like
honest,
you do.
combining small people is like timesing decimal points together. You just get a smaller number.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible. Just pretty much.
So Phil,
Yeah.
so I'm playing Minecraft right now, right? I started playing Survival because I'm just kind of bored.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And it dropped me in my element. It dropped me in the best place it could have dropped me. I am currently out in the middle of the ocean. Very
Nice,
silent
nice,
around
nice.
me.
Oh, tasty, tasty. I love when that shit.
I'm
Fucking.
just like, you know what? This is perfect.
Motherfucker. Get back in. I'm trying to contain some cows, but these bitches don't want to be contained.
Moo moo, motherfucker.
Get in your pen.
Make
before I
me.
bust some ass.
God
about to
damn
fucking
it, I'm
lose
moving too
it.
far forward. I hate making characters walk on a goddamn diagonal. Cause it's more dynamic, sure, but I hate it. Sucks.
Get used to it.
Yeah, learn, bitch.
Right for a while.
I already know how. I've been doing this for a long fucking time. I'm just...
Then stop fucking complaining.
I hate it.
God.
Can I just... Can I just, like, vent out my feelings, Phil? Is that... Am I just not allowed to vent?
No. Since when have you ever been allowed to vent?
Bitch.
I don't allow you to feel. I don't pay you to feel.
You don't pay me at all. You don't have money yourself.
Exactly.
You didn't have to come from me like that.
What makes you think I
No,
can afford
no,
to
he
pay
did.
you to
He
feel?
did. It's worth it. It's
Nah, it's entirely worth it. I'm
completely
cry.
justified.
Worth it. As soon as I'm finished crying about it, I'll laugh.
Why
It's
does
fine.
this music feel like the opening to Shaft, but like slightly slower?
It does. It feels like it's giving me that exact fucking Austin Powers Shaft kind of feel to it, and I'm kind of okay with it.
Okay, so what if
Only
I
kind of.
take it? Yes. What if I just take this, then I copy and paste it, and then I just move them forward. Shit. Ugh. Shit. Ugh.
Ooh, get it. Get it.
Ooh,
Get it.
okay, we're
It's a
close.
basket
We're
of
close.
dismembered tiny hands.
I mean, I guess, you know, I guess I'd have to try to get a rumbling in my tumbling that only hands can satisfy.
You know, I appreciate the reference. I'm just very angry that you made it.
Moon, I just noticed you fixed your everything for this model.
Oh no, Phil did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's-
Although,
Everything was fixed.
yeah, everything was fixed. So now I'm not like black.
So that's one of my favorite fucking things to hear. Just it's a very masochistic thing to enjoy. Also, a very evil thing to enjoy. But it's like, wow, I like what you did with this. It's so much better than your old work. Oh, I didn't do this.
No,
Oh,
that's not what I
no.
meant at all. He knew what I meant.
Yeah, we all knew what you meant, but that's just.
Like he knew exactly that I was talking about specifically this character.
Oh yeah, that took so fucking long. That was a shit ton of trial and error. I was like, he's black, but he's not that black.
It's like
Let's
if
make
you look
it
at a
catch.
black and white image, you'd be able to tell, but it's like he's on the lighter side of light skin, so
Are
you don't
sure
really
about
know.
that?
Are you sure about
Like
that?
I was looking at every single reference picture. I was looking
You've
at every single
seen
reference
me through the
picture I have
camera
of you.
whenever like my screen is like lighting me the fuck up.
Like, the thing is, I was looking through every single reference picture I had of you, and every reference picture I could find of you, and I was like, I've seen this boy in real life. None of these are like it. Oh, come on, use your memory, Phil. Use your memory. Did I take any pictures?
Put it
of the
together.
boy?
Put it together.
Come on, Phil. You can do this. You can do this.
Now I gotta move the rest of the
But then
body.
you did,
And I did. I'm kind of proud.
and everyone was impressed.
I'm just looking at the tiny screen, seeing how this is going, seeing how long it took you to get that gas dang walk cycle.
It took me a little while. I was going around all over the place.
See, this is just how animation works, though. It's just like, yeah, I got like 5 seconds to work. How long did it take you? A couple hours.
You don't need to call me out.
That's not a call out. That's straight up.
That's
just
calling everyone. That's just animation.
Yeah, it's straight up everyone.
For every new minute's 1,000 new frames.
Is that
Yep.
motion tweeting?
Motion tweens.
Ah, I'm cost
feel all-
efficient.
I feel all practical and cost effective. This has to stop. Fucking love Harry Partridge. But how he manages to do what he do and not go fucking insane is beyond me. Like, I've seen his streams and he seems fairly well together. I don't understand how, but he's doing it. Props to him.
Crazy person.
What if he's got like that like Alex worth it? Like, because you know how like Alex would just make like an entire fucking musical in like a day. What if it's like that?
He'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna work on my new musical. So I got like really concentrated on it, and now here's half. Bye."
No, that's what he did with fucking Chrono Trigger in the musical. He would be like, okay, so I was thinking about, I was just gonna take the day, I was gonna do some lyrics and stuff, and then he completed like 3/4 of the musical, like so fast. He completed
Well, that's
it so
what he did with
fast.
Delta. It's just like, "Hi, I finished once. Actually, I only plan on finishing one of these today, but I finished 3. So here's the scratch track."
Alex has great power.
Absolute madman.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing something else, but the people outside my house were being very loud. Here's the next chapter of Back to the Working Week.
Yeah, I just sort of, and I also wrote multiple side stories. No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, every now and again I don't look at the Discord murder party chat for like, I don't know, a day, maybe 2. I go in there and there's like 12 novels.
Yep. I wrote a novel for Back to the Working Week yesterday. I didn't. Actually, it was quite brief for me. It was only 3 pages.
Only 3 pages. Kristen, you're losing it.
I know. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Where's your touch?
Actually, I'm proud of myself. It's usually very hard for me to keep something relatively brief. So, I consider it to be an accomplishment, actually.
Well, I'm proud of you, as always.
Thank you.
And as always,
I'll see you in the next video.
I wasn't
No.
gonna finish.
Vsauce, Mike.
Hey,
I haven't seen a single Vsauce video, so every time somebody does that, I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh,
you
dude,
are literally
Vsauce is
missing
such a
nothing.
good
That's just how he
channel.
opens.
He's like
You know-
such a meme to everyone, but his channel is genuinely great.
Actually, you know what's a really good channel, like along the same kind of ish lines? Veritaseum.
Never heard of it.
You ever heard of Veritaseum?
No.
Like, it's the name, as far as I'm aware, actually means truth serum, and it just explores a bunch of shit. Like, one episode he did the effects of that silence room, seeing if you actually do go crazy after like 40 minutes or whatever the meme was.
I might have actually.
I can almost guarantee you've at least seen something by Veritaseum. Especially if you watch Vsauce, it will come up and you suggested and you're been interested enough to click it, but ooh, it's nice. It's very nice.
Very nice.
fail weakness.
I might start using my Tumblr again.
Do it. And no one will stop you,
Somebody's
baby.
reason to stay on Tumblr. Sorry, I got a notification and it was like, oh cool. Oh cool. And like, I don't know. Sometimes I go back to my Tumblr and like one person has gone through my entire blog. Multiple times. A lot of
Oh.
I go back to my Tumblr and somebody has gone through my entire blog, or at least an entire section of my blog, and I'm just like, oh, well, thank you. Gets an ask. So when are you posting shit? Like
Fuck
somebody
these
on my YouTube,
expectations.
are you gonna do like the Danganronpa Fusion AU again? And then I was just like, it's been a year. It's been a fucking year. I remember you from a year ago.
So are you gonna be doing?
The answer is probably no. And it's probably only no because I don't have the time. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not as passionate about it because I have other shit that I'm like more passionate about now. But they're still my babies, and I still want to do something with them.
Okay.
Probably when I play the third game with Scott, eventually I'll probably fall back in the hole.
Yeah.
Yo.
There we go.
Ooh, why am I suddenly laggy? What happened?
Oh no.
What has gone wrong? Okay, never mind. I'm smooth again. Something happened just a second ago.
I just got it. Did you save?
I did. I got scared. I was like,
Sorry, I forgot that I could watch in the screen share again, so I've been watching on Twitch. And as soon as everything lagged out, I saw. Hey.
I got nervous.
The reflexes.
Listen, when you've had computers like mine that just do shit, like you learn to just pick that shit up like really fast.
No, I know.
I've lost whole projects because I'd spend like 3 hours just like going ham, just fucking going at it, just fucking going for it, and then gone. I would be like, okay, no, it's fine. I'll just reopen Vegas, and then I reopen fucking Vegas, and the whole thing is gone. Like there's nothing left for me here. Nothing left.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
So I just got really sentimental. I love you guys very much, and I appreciate you being in my life.
I
I love you too.
Cute fuck.
I'm really happy that you're in my life.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm glad that I have something where I'm just like, I don't have time. I gotta be home. It's Sunday. My friends. Go hang out with my friends and do stuff.
Gonna go see my friends.
Gonna go see my friends. And then like the past year where I wasn't employed, I don't know what I would have been doing. Oof. I'm not gonna think about that.
Well, I'm.
Unemployed. Makes you feel better. I'm still unemployed, and I'm still going. Well, since no one's employing me, I gotta have some kind of social interaction. You know what? You guys are fucking phenomenal. You guys
Say, hey, you guys are kind of cool.
Are the strange hodgepodge of individuals that are keeping my life together at the moment.
Yeah, if it weren't for you guys, I would see no one aside from Stove and my therapist. Woo!
Therapy!
And occasionally Steven, my fiance, when he has work off, but he very rarely has work off. So... Hey, okay.
I always love the dramatic camera movements you guys.
Camera angles are some of my favorite things to do. We're coming along. It's walking. Almost had everything. Just gotta build an arm. I like this music. This music's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm kind of not able to do any commentary right now just because I'm really digging what this music's playing now.
I'm liking it.
It's kind of, you know, I've got things to say, but this music's got more important things to say to me right now.
Speaking to me.
Like, speak to me in words that I understand.
I'm very sleepy.
Go to sleep.
I
Yeah,
can't go to sleepy. I gotta. We're streaming. I can't go to sleepy.
Go sleep
We
on
will
stream.
survive.
No.
No.
You won't. You'll never survive without. No. I have to do this.
Oh, I get it. You think we're incompetent and can't stream without
No.
Is that what you're laying down, Kristen? Yeah, you just don't believe in us and our ability to
No, that's not it at all.
bring content to the people. So is that what you're laying down? I'm hurt, Kristen. I'm hurt. You hurt me. I'm wounded.
I'm too tired to argue, but it's not true. I just can't get I love all of it. Right, I'm just.
Hear that? She's not arguing.
No!
That means she doesn't deny it.
Wow.
No,
Fuck.
I don't think you're all very
Jesus, I
capable.
was joking, but now my feelings hurt.
No, you're all very capable people. I'm just too sleepy. I'm like, why did I say that? Because I'm sleepy. That's what I meant to say. No. Wait, I'm sorry. Forgive my abject accidental cruelty.
I don't know if I can.
No, please.
Nah, I'm a bit too hurt, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry.
Now, y'all at home, when Kristen says that I bully her, y'all just think that I'm making fun of her size. Nah, I get in there.
Yeah, no, he
Bring
gets
those.
psychological. It's kind of fucked up.
Sometimes I
fucked up.
talk to my therapist about this, and she says, Kristen, why? And I say, I don't know how to quit Phil. That's what I say.
That
I
sounds
don't know
like
how to
an
quit
abusive
you.
relationship.
God, I wish I knew how to quit you.
Fuck.
No.
I don't know what's more fucked up.
Yeah, that whole thing's a bit fucked up.
I'm
There's a small
sorry.
part of me that wants to write some kind of dumbass fic about that, and another part of me that wants to erase it from my mind, because oh fuck.
I guess
Instead
You'd
of
have to,
Brokeback Mountain,
like-
it's like Throwback Mountain or some like dumb fucking play on words.
Throwback Mountain.
Like shit, did Christian just say I'm an abuser? Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit,
Exactly.
how do I deal with this? That's exactly what's just been laid down.
Well, are you?
Hell no.
Are you, Phil?
I mean, I'll abuse Kristen, but I ain't no abuser. There's a difference.
I see.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're going to the difference. That was adorable, by the way.
That was
That was precious.
fucking
I finished the sketch I was working on, and I'm like, I should keep working, but I just got hit by even more tiredness. So I think I'm just gonna hold
Oh,
Cocker Nanner and stare blankly
She's
at the
gone, Maggie.
screen.
She's...
Yeah.
Okay, we're okay.
No!
Oh shit, you got that sloth at hand?
I do
Cuddle
got
that
the
shit.
sloth on hand.
Fucking cuddle that shit.
I'm gonna cuddle the shit out of the sloth. The problem with the sloth is it's kind of hard to fit him on my desk. But I'm gonna try anyway, for maximum cozy. Ugh, come here, Creed. Ugh.
You just call it Creed?
Yeah, his name is Creed.
That's fucking cute as hell. Holy shit. Dang, that's cute.
perhaps one day you will meet Creed. I am
Will you
unsure.
be bringing Creed to the place where we're both going?
I might. It's difficult because he's very large. Like, I don't know how. Like,
Is
to
he
ta-
large though, or are
he's
you
a
just?
very no. He's a very large. Bro and Split can confirm that he's a very big sloth.
It took an entire backpack.
Nice.
No. See. The sloth is bigger than the backpack.
Yeah.
He used some sort of void magic. Void science. What the fuck ever. Some sort of scientific bullshit.
It took an
To
entire
smash
backpack.
this thing into the backpack.
Yeah, no, when he opened the backpack, the sloth's head was as big as the backpack that it popped out of, which was interesting. Are you ever gonna get a pic of Creed? I will one day take a picture of myself with Creed. Or I guess I could ask Bro if I can show
let's see,
people
I have,
one
like,
picture.
6. So...
Yeah, that's true. I will put pictures on the Tumblr. That's what I'll do.
Creed.
Yeah, of me and Creed.
I've seen
Creed
illustrations
the
of you and
sloth.
Creed. Wait, no, I did see a single picture of you cuddling Creed.
Yeah, I posted some pictures
Okay.
on the Discord when it had
Incredibly
been.
accurate.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's so big, and you so small. Remind me how tall you are again.
I'm 5 feet tall.
5 feet exactly. Yeah.
Yep, 5 feet exactly.
1 inch taller than the smallest member of IR.
Yep.
I forgot it wasn't Kristen for a second.
Yes, me too. But yeah,
Smallest
he's
member of IR takes their
Chi-Chi.
size with pride.
Yeah.
he's big and
Unless
cuddly. I
unless
saw.
step mouths on it, in which case they get very defensive and want to punch me. Which is kind of like the natural state for most of IR, to be honest.
We all just automatically want to punch you.
I mean, I don't blame a single one of you, but
Sometimes you press a little too many buttons, and then it like you send someone into fight mode. You know, it just kind of happens. Like if you make somebody want to tussle, you're making them want to tussle.
Split, what do you think the airport security thought when they scanned the bag and saw a giant sloth stuffed in the bag?
You know, airport security is already like so dead inside enough. I doubt they.
I doubt they
Yeah.
could.
yeah.
This is meant for a small child.
Oh, I was gonna say, with my, because I'd never gone through any kind of air travel by myself before this year, and then I suddenly had to do like 9 planes in the span of a month, and I very quickly realized that they don't actually give that much of a shit about a lot of the things you think they give you shit about.
Yeah.
I had something that has a motor of form and makes noise go off suddenly in my bag, and they just asked me for my for the keys to my suitcase so they could turn it off, and that was it. So, you know, that's fair. Thank you for not. Yeah, cool. I'm go have my panic attack somewhere else now.
I just wonder if it's the same thing, like, this is probably, no, maybe not the same thing. I just wonder if it's the same thing, like, whenever I work in retail, they're just like, okay, so don't accuse anybody of being, like, a freak or an asshole, but, like, still check their stuff very kindly. Be like, oh no, we just gotta do a thing.
Just gotta do a little looksy poo. Don't be an asshole. Just
Gotta
let us
do a
know.
little look-see poo.
Don't be
like
that guy.
something. They're just like, oh, you set off the alarm. Oh, silly me. I must have forgot to scan something.
Ha
Oh,
ha
the bag again.
ha!
Yeah. Like, oh, okay. So anyone who's ever worked in a restaurant that has those little anything loose that goes on a table, like that's that restaurant specific. Like for me, it was Nando's. Anyone who's been at Nando's knows they've got those little chicken wood things on a stick that you put in the middle of the table, and those are for the servers to see if they've been checked up on. You know, you go check up on them, and you say, hey, is the food alright? Can I get you anything else? Awesome. And once you've done that, you take the thing away, and then no one else bothers them for the rest of the meal. It's very efficient, and I admire that. However, what people like to do, and anyone who's worked in retail can confirm this, what customers really like to do is just nick that shit. which I can get because it's pretty, but also fuck you because I see that you're nicking that shit, and I need to go over there and accuse you of nicking it without accusing you of nicking it. It's like, oh, sorry, I don't believe I collected the thingy. Has one of your kids got it by any chance? It's like, no, I don't think we ever got one. So, and then I have to just like look around a little bit, just be like, just pretend to have a cursory glance, and then accidentally look at that bag and be like, oh, I think that's it right there. Your kid must have put it in there. I'm sorry about that. I have done that so many fucking times. There was this one time where some bitch decided, hey, they're not gonna notice, so they walked up to the front where we keep all the sticks and got like 10 of them in broad
Whoa.
fucking daylight and threw them in their bag. Myself and my manager both had to just go up to them and pretend that they didn't do that, whilst also accusing them of doing that, just so we could get them back because those bastards are expensive.
Jesus.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
right,
it's
what I
always
said.
like the worst thing for I've been told this specifically. It's always the worst thing for the customers every time like retail or whatever employee walks up and accuses them without accusing them, because they know exactly what the fuck they're saying. They have to pretend like they don't.
Yeah.
It's like the most tense shit.
It's like, the thing
Yeah.
is, if you get to a person who actually did take something and you straight up accuse them, then they get really like. It's like it sucks for everybody because some people are assholes. It now sucks for everybody because it's like I can't go directly up to you and accuse you because if you didn't do anything, then I look like the asshole. If you did do something, you might punch me. You might punch me and run. So it's kind of like it. So like I get it, but also it's stupid.
It's really stupid. I had the advantage of size at the time because at the time that this shit was happening, I was still a fairly muscly big boy, and so I had that kind of, for lack of a better word, edge. Like if they started shit, and I could very easily just be like, no, stop it.
Don't make me hurt
But
you.
but boy, oh boy, is Blackpool full of some terrible people. Hey, anyone in England wanting to go to Blackpool? I've got a little quick tip for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do
I'm
it.
pretty sure Blackpool is infinite enough for anyone in England to never go there.
Yeah. The only reason I can deal with Blackpool in any way is because I've lived there most of my life, and I kind of know the areas not to go, and that is literally every area that everyone ever goes when they go to Blackpool. It's kind of like kind of a bit like Times Square in New York, but an entire city.
I was about
And
to say,
less
so no one
billboards.
who actually lives there likes to go there.
But the
then
problem
you-
is
okay.
the entire city's that way. Like no one who lives there likes to go there. But it's where they live. They kind of have to go there. Like, hey, can you go to the shops for me real quick? Which one? The one around the corner. Oh my god!
It's all around the corner. Oh.
You done
God.
scared me there for a second there.
God, I had a guy accuse my coworker of racially profiling him when she's just like, no, you had a book open in Barnes and Noble taking pictures of the inside of the book, which is stealing Barnes and Noble. And he's just like, she got so loud with me. I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I felt like as the resident black, like I had to, like, I felt like as the resident black, he was looking to me for some sort of assurance. And I'm just like, man, I wanted, like, I wish I could make this easier on you, but like, I heard you all the way across the goddamn store. I didn't hear her once. It's like even the customers at the cafe are like, what the fuck is he talking about? And she's like, here's what's bad. Now I'm gonna be under investigation. Now they're not going to actually bring me back to. So don't lie about bullshit like that. And don't assume somebody is racially profiling you if you come in the store and they ask you a question. Because high key, honestly speaking, most people aren't racist. So don't assume. Or at least most people aren't maliciously racist. I have to correct that.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
most people aren't maliciously racist. They're not going out of their way to fucking do that kind of stuff. There are people that do it, so like keep yourself ahead. But 9 times out of 10, if somebody is looking at you some kind of way, it has nothing to do with that. You straight up either this person's on edge, or you actually did do something you didn't know was wrong, like taking pictures of books in the goddamn Barnes and Noble. Like so many people didn't understand that you can't take pictures of the books. They're like, why? I said because then people sell them online. Or you'll read it at home and you didn't buy the book. At that point, like, we're not a fucking library.
Libraries exist. You can go to them. That's fine. You came to a Barnes and Noble. You buy the fucking book. If you don't.
There's even a space for you to read the book if you want to. Like, if you just come back when you have time, get a coffee or something. Just sit there. We have space for you to read. Just, like, don't take pictures of it.
Yeah, I went to the Barnes and I've never been to a Barnes and Noble there before, and they're a bit like for anyone in England that hasn't been to one, they're like a bit like with like a oh motherfucker, now I feel silly because I can't remember the name of it, but they're like any bookshop, to be fucking honest, but like with more floors. But there's the one I went to in New York with Xander had this really nice coffee sitting down area, and people reading books all the time. Just fucking read it there. Yeah, that one. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. This is really nice.
Yeah,
Dear God, there's another floor?
Like,
fuck.
The Union Square one has like 4 floors. They have an entire like Starbucks. Well, it's not technically a Starbucks. It's a cafe area. It's not it's just sponsored by Starbucks. Sorry. They don't sell the same food. That's sell the same food, so I get it. But it's just like they had an entire area for that. They have the books separated into like by floor. They have like a kids area that's like covered in toys. It's like the one I worked in was in Tribeca, which is smaller. Like sometimes we have to call Union Square to get books and stuff. But we were in a rich neighborhood, so we made just as much money.
Nice.
So it was like, we had the cafe area. It wasn't as big. Well, it might have actually. It wasn't a whole floor. It wasn't half. But it was still pretty decently sized. But like, yeah, there is every Barnes and Noble has a little cafe space. Even the one where I live now has a cafe space. And it's really nice. I enjoy Barnes and Noble very much. I enjoyed working at Barnes and Noble. I enjoy going to Barnes and Noble. So.
Yeah, I love Barnes and Noble. It's a good time.
We're 4 minutes past 10 o'clock.
Fuck, really? Oh no. Oh no, this is all I
just
did!
forgot. I think he got like hyper focused.
Well, fuck, looks like we're going to 11 o'clock tonight. Buckle in, boys.
No.
Kristen's
Go to-
slowly dying.
Kristen,
We're not
Kristen, you
going
can go to bed.
until 11.
It is 11 o'clock for us.
This is all I have.
Oh. And the people didn't even get to see my skin yet. Shit. Ooh, dang.
Save.
That was nice.
That's it. That's all. That's all I have.
Well, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's pretty good.
Thanks. I haven't animated Minecraft in a while. I realized how much I actually really fucking hate walking cycles.
Oh, you know, you did a damn good job. So, props to you.
Alright, everybody. Well, so that concludes our Artsy Fartsy Party Night stream. I'm very tired and my head kind of hurts. So I'm gonna rest a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you all later. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
everybody.
How fucking dare